Hello, welcome everybody. Can you hear me properly? I hope you can. I have changed my house around. Yeah, it was one of those days. Woke up this morning and I was like, I am changing my house around. And yeah, I moved everything around. Now it feels like I'm in a different house and I love it. So just let me know if I sound weirder. No, actually good. Do the thumbs up and thumbs down. Let's keep it easy. Hello, everybody. Yes, I am Bill. This is Chin Wags, which, by the way, is Aussie slang for having a talk, having a chat. It really does correspond really to what we are talking about, though. It's weird, isn't it, how chins just follow you where you go and they come out where they're needed. We're already off track. It's the way to go when you're with me. You're never gonna get to the point quickly unless there are timestamps in the replay. Oi, cacti high 10 to the replay crew and cacti high 20, double. Do that double cacti high 20 to the people that are like, nah, I'm not even going to use the timestamps. I'm that dedicated. Whoa, you guys. I love. There's a few of you. That is commitment. I can't wait until I wear on you and then I say, now I see why everyone likes the timestamps. Maybe, okay, but we'll see down the future line. Down the future line. It's not even a straight one, is it? Oh, gosh. And apologies for yesterday. So, usual me, post and then my brain thinks. So, yeah. My brain was like, let's go live. And I was like, yeah, it's overdue because I did pug sitting. I went and pug sat Lucy, but she's really aging quick and stuff. And yeah, okay, can't get sidetracked on a pug. And and then I didn't have my laptop cord. And because my laptop is one of those ones that just half an hour into an hour and it's like, you better plug me in. And so, I had to cancel and reschedule, and here we are. And I'm so sorry to those people because I posted in the community tab, but, sometimes you just don't see it unless you go and search for it. And who really wants to search for the community tab? Even searching for the community tab to post on it is annoying. Not on your laptop, it's quite simple, but on your phone. Maybe it's just my phone because it's not one of the big brands, so it makes you work for it, but that's fine. As long as I'm not riding a bike to supply my electricity, that's fine. Where are we? Now I really want to kind of ride a bike to... Does anyone ever get, just sidetracked for a minute, okay? Just a minute. Do you ever just get do you ever get sidetracked? Yes, when you're listening to this, you have no choice. Do you ever just have a little chuff, right? The good one, not the tobacco one. And then it's after midnight and it's in the summertime and you're at a barbecue and the person has a bike. So it's very rarely, because all my friends now, they have kids. So I guess they go bike riding together. It's really amazing when you get stoned and you end up with the choice of bicycle that you could have. But I don't, because my legs are way too long and can't do kids ones as much as I could, as much as I want to. But yeah, so that's fun. Does anyone do that? But then you got to remember the house you came from. But then you remember it was a kids' party. And so they still tie the balloons to the letterbox and that's all great. Don't get stoned at kids' parties, guys. This is all hypothetical, by the way. Who are we talking about? Not me. We were talking about a friend, weren't we? Okay, well, let me just get into the usual dribble because that wasn't it. But seriously, if you would like to contribute to the channel or if you're in the chat and you're wondering, how the hell do I get a cactus next to my name? Right? I'm still wondering that too. Where's my complimentary one? You can join the cacti contributors. They contribute to the channel. Just a few little spare change, and they get the Cactus badge. They also get custom emojis. They get members only posts and chat and 10% off at the cactusbill.store for the merch. Yes, fanny packs, guys. It's going to be renamed the Fanny Pack Factory soon. Just fanny packs and hoodies. I think I'm made for it. I think they're being made for it for me. Woo. As long as they aren't posted to Sydney and then I never get my parcel. But we will talk about this later. Where are we? Yes. And they also get member shout outs. And tonight I really would love to shout out. Let me see if they're in the chat. They are. Alberta and Stella. Thank you so much for contributing to this channel, for becoming a cacti contributor. Oh, I can't even say it. I'm tripping up already. The cacti, rewind, take 2. Thank you, Alberta and Stella. Well, there's 2 of you, so really, this is the second one. Choose who gets the dud. Thank you so much for becoming a cacti contributor. Is it cactus or cacti? Gosh. Here we are. I hope your day is going so much better than mine. Well, I did hard work. I can't lift the TV though, so that's the only issue. And I was moving the table that had the TV on it because, you know, why, if you can't move one, why not try move that plus another furniture? And the legs started making like a creaking noise, like, oi, I wouldn't be doing that. And then my logic kind of kicked in, and then I was like, okay, fine, we can work with this. We'll just move the couches around, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are. And this is where I've ended up with my desk. And the only issue I'm having is I can't quite see the TV from here, but that's fine. That just means I'm going to have to do some work instead of watching TV. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, let's just quickly head to the chat and say hi. But before that, I need to get a gulp. And I should look at my page and see if I'm even on track. Probably not. Let me look at the time. Oh, still gorgeous time. Not even at legs 11 yet. Okay, I need a gulp. Also, just quickly, before I head to chat, I just want to say, if you're new and you are listening, welcome and thank you for subscribing. I just can't believe the numbers are growing. That's your fault, not mine. What are you doing? Questions, or, you know, questions that should be answered. Thank you. And if you're confused and stuff, don't worry. You'll get more confused and then you just get used to being confused. And then when you just, you know, you're like, it's just your norm now. That's where I am, 8 months down the confusion tunnel of my channel. I hope everyone else is sort of there as well. It's like you really can't understand. Well, we can't understand what's going on that end. I feel like I bring a bit of clarity, but in a cloud of, I guess, I don't know, maybe my submarine would be like camouflaged. Like, yeah, it's just a lame channel and I never really wanted to be seen. And seems I can't stay unseen. Seems camouflage paint wears off in the water of a submarine. Okay, this is brilliant. The brain is really not working, but kind of is. And you fill in the blanks. And that's basically what this channel is. You make it make sense. Because the truth is in there. Hi, Mimo. Hi, Totally Clueless. How you guys going? Oh, I love it. So much green. Whenever I go, yeah, because I'm just so used to my purple green, my purple heart for really my team. That's another thing, guys, because just relating back to Australia at the moment, like my state is one of only 2, maybe. I don't know, Northern Territory. I don't know how Tasmania's going. They're never mentioned. It's like they're basically, they might be mentioned on New Zealand news. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're the only real estate. We don't have any COVID cases, touch wood. Well, everyone's in quarantine and stuff. But, yeah, New South Wales and or over there, over east, it's just black spots on the map. That's the best way to describe it for someone who lacks the ability to describe stuff. It's like my brain just like floods itself with so much information. How am I expected to talk? Gosh, if only my brain mouth got along. Okay, we'll just finish up. And yeah. And so, because AFL, our sport, right? The AFL grand final is going to be held in my state. Yeah, but both teams from our state aren't in it. You know, the ones I don't like, the West Coast Weagles, that's not their name, but it rhymes with what their real name is. And I don't say their real name because they're losers. I'm sorry if anyone's out there. Don't unsubscribe. Anyway, my team, the underdogs, we really, we have purple team. That's why I love Purple Heart. And also, we're not in the grand final, but holy shit, like we have a really awesome stadium and everyone's trying to come over and only certain people can come over, like Australians listening, even, what's his name? Lock it in, Eddie. What's his name? Eddie Maguire, big footy dude. And also host of Australia's Millionaire, Hottest Seat, whatever, couldn't get in. I loved it. I was doing fist pumping. I was like, boom, who else are you not going to let in, Premier? I love our border being closed. I just found out that there was a vote years ago for Western Australia, where I live, to become its own country, just cut off from the rest of the thing. I'm like, obviously I wasn't alive because it happened when I wasn't alive, but I like that kind of choice on the whatever. Okay, so that's what's happening, and that's coming up on September 25. And I just want to try and get in there, but it's $185 a ticket. I'm not paying that. I'm going to try and get in there by not paying money. No, I'm not. If anyone is listening that's got authority, I'm just joking. Whatever. Oh, gosh. Okay. Day by day, Christine. How you guys? Oh, how are you going? Lissy, Samantha B. Venda, how are you? I don't know why I say your name. Venda. It should be a moment. Good morning. Good evening. Okay. So I was thinking, let's just go to before we start, I didn't think I knew Katie was going to see eventually. Well, I don't think she did because she didn't address me, but I saw through Unirock was posting or people were criticizing or bringing up Katie's parenting or her sharing pictures and stuff of her son. It's not just that, Unirock. Put your, I don't know, what uniform are you wearing on the sidelines at the moment? Are you in the cheerleading uniform or are you the water boy? Because I don't know where you're at. God, I'm sorry. You in a cheerleading outfit with no shoulders. I'm scarred for life, man. Whoever drew my attention to that on Twitter, whoever it was that says, once you see that he doesn't have shoulders, you can't go back. And usually I'm like, that doesn't affect me. This really affected me. He's also got small hands. I don't know, he could be a character on Buffy. Okay, we're going back because I'm not one of these people that talk ill of people, but Unirock, you shit me off. You really do. Your voice is annoying. You and Steve, when we opened that door and we thought, oh, cool, here's someone's going to break it down. get the big picture out there. We didn't expect you to be so fucking desperate and switch for Katie. I mean, wonder what she has on you that you submitted to her, knelt down, basically gave her your channel when she would come on. We're getting a bit off topic because we don't want to go down the uni rock and the Katie running through the field of flowers, merrily, merrily, merrily. But guess who's wearing the dress? It's the same fucking story with Toad. Every guy wears a dress. And not that that's a bad thing because, you know, Kurt Cobain wore a dress and he looked fucking hot. Let me just say that. But these are just, you know, I'm talking Heidi is milking her cows on the side of the mountain kind of dress where you've just been, I don't know where we're going. I feel like I'm shocked what just came out of my mouth as well. Okay, let's just go to Twitter because I just want to say to Katie the reason why I went there, because usually I wouldn't go there. Like if I was a bystander or someone on, not a bystander, like you'd have to be part of the thing. But if I was someone looking in, and even if I was on our side of the fence, and I saw someone like talking about her child, I too would probably say something. And it's weird that now I'm that person. I would never show his face, but I feel if someone doesn't go there, if someone doesn't hold up the sign that says this is the fucking brutal truth, because she's got mental, like in my opinion, there's mental illness at play here. And as much as she attacks everyone, I don't think we should be attacking her. I never have attacked her. I've always just spoken to her. Well, I did turn off the emotion part when with the whole Josh Duggar stuff when she first started talking about all that and the detail and the lack of expression on her face. Like that's when I just saw pure evil in her eyes. And I'm not sure because, you know, I've always read about narcissists and stuff and like the case studies and stuff you study. It's just so different when it's sort of in front of you on YouTube. And it's like, I don't understand her. Thank God there's some of you that so understand, or you've got like a narcissist in your family. Oh, must be hard work. Gosh. Where are we going? Yeah, I need a drink and then we can just, well, have I got it? I've already got it hooked up. Oh no, why did I press, why do I do this to myself? Oh my God. I just pressed stop sharing screen. Brain. Oh, my brain's like, it wasn't my brain, it was my finger. It's the blame game now. God, I'm nuts. Shh, don't tell anyone. Otherwise they'll give me like free accommodation. I'll get rid of my face. No one needs that. Boom. Don't you love it how you get a bit of Australian news on the right? Gladys. I wonder if there's any babies being born in New South Wales and their parents are calling them Gladys right now. Okay, I'm just going to get a sip. Sorry that my spirit animal is a snail. I'm a slow pacer. I choose the slow lane. Okay, so yeah, I wrote this like I posted it on my community post and then I did a Katie. I know it's hard work. It's hard work having multiple platforms. I don't know how Katie does it. You know, who invented copy and paste? I said, yeah, I pasted this in the description of my last live. It's important to know why I'm bringing attention to all this now. Katie has no one in her life that cares enough to get her the help she needs. Not saying that I care, but I might care enough about the mental. I might care enough about someone's got to wake up in this house for V. Like, I wouldn't care if there wasn't a child dependent on. It's not just Katie either. Toad. And I've only just started sharing on Twitter the tip of the iceberg, not even the bit that damages the Titanic. No, I'm just like sprinkling, you know. What's before the entree? Oh, the appetizer. This is basically croutons on a salad, okay? I also can't. Yeah, so Katie has no one in her life that cares enough to get her the help she needs. I also can't take any more of this same bulldang. It's time to address the big issues. Katie, I'm doing this because it's been 3 years of this constant cycle of yours. It's a carousel from hell. You are still behaving and saying the exact same stuff. It's just different people. It's so many people. And then there's you. Why you? You are not special, Katie. In my opinion, I believe you need a mental health check. And I believe that as a person, as an onlooker, as an audience, this isn't what's written. I'm just saying this, adding this. I should be able to say this. I should be able to say that you need to check your mental health out of concern, out of someone who's been there. I can see it, not been where you've been or experienced what you've experienced, but being in that deep depression, among other things with you. But really, it's the mental health thing that makes me continue making these videos. Oh, sorry, I just did a big swallow. I'm sure that was picked up. Was it? Yeah, why you? You're not special. I'm being serious. I want you to care enough for yourself to visit a psychologist, not your psychiatrist. They will only prescribe you meds. A psychologist will listen to you and they will help you. Everything that you want your Instagram lives to be, Katie, this is also me just adding, everything that you think your Instagram lives are, you talking to your friends. They're not your friends anyway, but in your imagining, because you don't have any friends, so you don't really know anything to compare it to. You think it's a big psych session where you can just sit there and talk. Like, no, go and do that with your psych. You don't come across as anyone who's ever had extensive therapy. You talk about mindfulness, but I've never seen you breathe or stop or offline, really. You say you have, but anything for a photo op, right? Here I am in my gym clothes. Oh, I must have been to the gym. I'll put my running shoes on. I've been running. I better tell Twitter. It's amazing what you can do in life when you stand up. Okay, so back to what I've written, because this is where the common sense, or not common sense, but the real shit is. I need a drink. What's going on? Dries. Oh, and I'm drinking kombucha, and oh my God, I just really hope that it doesn't make me burp because it's so good. Okay, back to this. Yeah, go to see a psychologist will help you listen, and they will help you. This is your wake-up call because everyone needs at least one person willing to go to the extremes to try break the hold mental illness has on you. Well, really flipped around there with the words, but so and then should I show you? Well, I added what I posted. So basically I just posted the picture that we had in our live the other night, the one where we watched, what was that video? Oh yeah, where I said like he wasn't diagnosed with hydrocephalus until, if I just read the tweet, it says, geez. So this is a photo I put in my live at age 2.5. V's hydrocephalus was still undiagnosed, allegedly. This is just all my opinion. Also, there's a disclaimer in the description. I really do recommend reading the description. There's a lot of crucial facts that I often miss. But yeah, don't take anything I say as fact, because that would be absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what's absolutely ridiculous? How out of tune I am. But I love it because it goes with my offbeat. But then it's not good when you're trying to do a little parody, because yeah, it's why I was not good at Guitar Hero. I'm a little bit slow in the reaction world. And then I had to send it to my friend to see if it was even on the right thing. Yeah, little bit off, but lucky I asked. Okay, back to this post. Wow, timestamps. Hydrocephalus was undiagnosed. Even as his head grew larger, Katie didn't seek medical advice, just from my observations, until they did an MRI around the time where he needed heart surgery. How can you ignore this? And then I've posted the picture. You can pause it. It's just, yeah. And then I wrote, so this is like September 8. Sorry about my swallowing. Oh, gosh. I just feel blocked in my head. Yeah, excuses, Bill, excuses. Okay. Hydrocephalus. This is what because I've been reading a lot. Like if I don't understand something and I'm reading an article where she's talking, like I will go and research about it so that I can see if what she's talking about is actually correct. Most of the time, no. No. Yeah, so hydrocephalus, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Oh, I forgot to Google that. Left untreated leads to brain damage. Oh, this is kind of really bad. See, I was questioning my own morals about deleting this, but that's what I mean. I got to take it there. I'd hate to think KJ wanted this deterioration to happen to her son. Was she hoping for a different outcome? Who fucking knows? She also admits in an article that she was more concerned with getting him to eat than teaching him any cognitive abilities like counting, alphabet, shapes, colors. At 3 years old, V was still unable to talk. And in my opinion, that comes down to lazy parenting, amongst other things. Because even if he has, like I spoke about this, my friend was one of those people that when the baby sign language thing happened, like it was a craze, I thought she was crazy. But she was able to communicate with her child by sign language within the first 6 months. Like, it was just crazy. This child just would say when it wants to be fed and what it's crying for. But this is all my opinion, all my real judgment. But Yeah, well, there was something else. Where's the rest of that? Oh, do I have to click on it? I get lost on the computer because it's not on my phone, and then I don't know where I am, and I gotta click here, and there's people that are relying on me. Yeah, and then like people started coming after me as well. And okay, like to 7, which I really like. I really like your handle, by the way. I know we kind of disagree. Well, we did disagree. My issue is how you couldn't have a discussion. You dropped to insults. But anyway, like I said, like this would have been me if I didn't know what I knew. And what I do know, like, and I have to say, like, because back early in 2000s, like 2003 or 5, it's so muddled. I can't even remember. Like, I can't really place what happened in those early 2000s, but I studied like was it social development? No, I think it was like psychology, psych development. I can't remember what it was because I've gone back to uni since then and like added. But yeah, I focused on the development of the child's brain from 0 to 3. That was my main focus, just because I went to uni to study psych to understand my own brain. That's like my whole life sort of has been studying my own brain. Even my books on my bookshelf, like only in the last 5 years, have I started reading fiction. Yeah, my whole bookshelf, like everything, my library is all nonfiction. It's all psych and like neuroscience and stuff. I'm just so intrigued and I just want to know, and like biology and genetics and it's all interesting to me. And yeah, and then when I'm reading about V, there's certain things that I know because I have sort of experienced that. When I was born, my birth was really traumatic. My birth was so traumatic that it's like a case study for medical students. And just before Rona hit, I was actually going to sit in with the lady that delivered me, the doctor, doing the lecture because it's still being taught. But yeah, I almost had spina bifida, and because of that, like from my hips down, I'm like so weak, and I have like a affected digestive system because of that. Like it just slows everything. I mean, basically that snail, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I hope that's not offensive. I didn't think it, if to anyone who does have spina bifida, but that was my snail. Okay, let me go back and check if anyone's even listening. Wow, you guys are listening to me ramble. How was that? I didn't even know how we got there. Sorry to leave it on the screen. But yeah, so I was talking that, yeah, I agree, I would. And then I looked at some comments and everyone was like, just do it. Just do, like, yeah, just do it. I hate Nike. Do you guys like Nike? I'm like, don't tell me to do it. Where's the maybe? Nike, just maybe do it at your own pace. Oh, I wonder if there's any sneakers for snails. There's no sneakers for snails, is there, with like you don't have to do it. You can go home. Oh, your home is with you? That's fine. Just retract. Oh my gosh, what's this turned into? This has turned into we're just going to pull over and talk snails. I have been saving snails. Like I put the bins out the other day. The furthest I've gone out of my house in a few days was to the curb. And there were so many snails trying to cross the driveway. And I was like, no. So I had to pick them up and like put them, like, you put them on the surfboard. You put them on the leaf that's surfing the weeds in the garden. Oh, gosh. Yeah. What are we doing? Yeah. So should we just go watch her video? I think we should do that. Yeah, because then she arced up and because CPS came to her house. Actually, I have a post. I wrote a post. Let's just go back to. Can I go to my real stuff here? Okay, my real stuff. What's going on? Yeah, this is weird, right? Like, so I've been going, I'm stuck in baggage claim, and the customs are still going through my bag. So I'm going through all this old stuff. This was a post from 2019 on Without a Crystal Ball's Facebook. It can't be what it looks like. Because first off, it's on the tiles, or is that lino? I don't know, because I like lino, so it's probably tiles. Also, just for someone with sensory overload, wouldn't that fridge just fuck with your head? I don't know. Okay, but yeah, so we're just passing through. That caught my eye. How annoying is that when I share that chin wags is on, it doesn't even show my brilliant artwork. So thanks, Twitter. Is that it? Because I haven't watched it. I saw the beginning because I couldn't. That's the one thing. I just could not watch. I couldn't save it. I couldn't hold back. I had to watch her first millisecond, my favorite bit. When I saw that she's wearing Mama Bear top, and not just that, but is that a camouflaged headband? Oh, it's the wrong tone. If it was green, it would be full on camouflage. Anyway, that Mama Bear shirt shits me because she's the least fucking protective mum I've ever come. I don't know. Janelle Eason, 16 and pregnant with Jace, I feel might be better. I reckon because I think Janelle would protect her kids. Maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I did a little bit of, hey, Katie. Yeah, I tag her even though she's blocked me and I've blocked her. But I tag her so it ends up in the wash, when people are searching her handle or, let's just put this in there. And then eventually her minions and stuff, although they're not yellow in my mind. What color are they in yours? Are they? No. They would see it and alert her. And that's, it's just like putting a paper boat in the river and just go down there, little man. And off the post goes, tra-la-la-la-la. You have been exploiting your son's rights to privacy since birth. You've shared every detail and you remind him daily of his limits with your negative talk. You do not protect him. You need to understand there are consequences of oversharing. You wouldn't be in this position if you had just stopped sharing. Ooh, I'm doing what you're doing now. I feel like we should all put our arms out. Oh, gosh. Oh, and I just noticed she's doing the layered. That doesn't work with this either, Katie. Maybe if you had a fringe, it might go. But also, I just want to say as well, because that's my new thing now. Instead of saying I mean, I say also, I just want to say something else, even though I've been saying something else the whole time. I know, I'm so fucking annoying. See what I mean? I'm fucking my own career. Well, not career. Well, yeah, on the stage. Okay, can we just stop talking for a minute, mouth? Breathe. Breathe and swallow. Okay. I want that on a shirt. Breathe and swallow. I have to mute it for a drink. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. And then also with the mama bear, because I don't know, before I'd seen mama bear referred to in the LGBTQ before I saw it with her. So I just wanted to let her know that, that affectionately, this is just off Google, calling themselves the Mama Bears, they are a collective of women raising LGBTQ children, almost all of whom come from a conservative Christian background. The group started in 2014 and now has 5,000 members. So that as well. But also, I just love how she needs visual cues for her. This is who I am. You know, just if she could wear a pride flag T-shirt, she could. But that as well. Joyfully Unavailable, her merch that she wore, and she wore that shirt when she was discussing the Josh Duggar arrest. And, you know, that's now been brought to attention, like by people that are amazing that have brought it to attention, that it's like mocking RAPE, that she's joyfully unavailable, whereas women in the fundy world have no choice. Anyway, and then she wore that for that video, choosing to use this for this video. But also I just love how, you know, love is love is still there in the background. Do you reckon she washes the cushion covers? I don't think so. And yeah, there's more. There's always more. Also, when I write on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at it's Crystal Bill. Right? Confusing, right? But it's all good, isn't it? Yeah. Denial's great like that, but not for Katie Joy. I said, Mama Bears are fiercely protective of their cubs. We've seen you sit in your drinking chair and remain on an IG live, all while your husband is upstairs yelling at your child who is crying and screaming that he's hungry. Wake the fuck up before it's too late, Katie. Your son's almost 9. Well, that doesn't say that there. Oh, I ended up with, for fuck's sake. And then I say, your son is almost 9 next month. Your son's also a empath, born in that month. Yeah, so he would pick up on all your energy, all your negative energy that radiates through your thin walls from your studio, where you think, I'm just going to put up a square of this egg. What is it? Egg carton soundproof stuff. One little square, that's surely that's going to stop him, you know. And let's put it up high because that's where my microphone is. But then my brain wasn't working. I'm singing as if I'm you, Katie. Actually, what would your voice sound like if you sang? Oh, that's right, you did. You sang, Joshy, I want you to come over to my house. No, it wasn't that one. It was something close though. Whenever you talk about Joshy, oh God, I feel so sick. I feel nauseous. I took it too far then. Let's go back. Let's go watch this with open arms. There's so many songs that are coming to my, what's that song with open arms? Is it Creed? Is it that annoying Creed song? With open, what is it? What is it? It's not open arms. But Katie, yours should be with open ears. With open ears, I stand here today. Or is she ready for her, Oh, no, that's gone too far, I think, Bill. Oh, fuck it. Let's just say it. Let's just fuck it. Let's just fuck it. We just got to embrace that I don't give a fuck. Is she ready for her crucifixion? Oh, I know. See, it's borderline. I'm so glad I kind of whispered. And let's move on quickly because that's what our parents taught us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, get rid of that. And then you can talk. Well, I can talk and try and do this, but you know what happens. I can't fucking drive and talk at the same time. So nothing gets done really when I talk and do clicky, clicky. What are you looking for? I'm looking for this person who is without a crystal ball, but she's without so much more than just a crystal ball. How many people out there really listen to me on headphones? Have you learnt your lesson yet? That's the only thing with singing off tune. No one's expecting those high notes. Okay, fuck, yes, here we are. Oh, look, that's your thumbnail. Oh, it's a bit McDonald's, isn't it? That's the first thing that came to my head with those colours. Why did you choose yellow as a background when green seems to be your theme? Oh, this is bad. Oh, look, I love the little, hands in the air, and scratch the eyeball because you are unaware of everything. What? No. Is it just going to be, one question, okay. Which of these insurance companies would you consider choosing? They're not, none of those are for my state. Submit answer. Oh, shit.
Hi, guys.
I wasn't ready for, Madame Butterfly. Where's your intro? Whoa. Okay. We're going in close. Oh, you can't even see this yet because I haven't even hooked it up. I'm just still talking. You didn't even see Madame Butterfly. You'll see it in a minute and you'll see it again because I haven't even shared it. That's what's going on. And you gotta click the button and push that. And then you do that and you push that and here we are. And we don't know why. Every time we're here, we just question why and why. Ooh, I don't know, man. I maybe would have tucked the ears in. What do you guys think? Tucking the ears in? I think so. Maybe. Is that what's off? That's where I went. Okay. Is everybody ready? Everyone take a breath. We know what's coming. We've been here before. We didn't read my post that said, because it was on the community post on my thing. I was like, when someone turns the temperature up. Let me try and paraphrase what I can't remember. When someone turns the temperature up, Mrs. Paulson jumps on her carousel and starts crying woof. Except, she spends her whole... She's a wolf in lamb's clothing. Is that the way? That's not how it's said. Is that how it's said? Fuck. If only I was so good at cliches like you are, Katie. Do you have a pocketbook about cliches? I bet you do.
Hi, guys. This is me on a Sunday. This is me on a Sunday. I am not wearing makeup. I am...
Did you forget where you are? You're not in your drinking chair, Katie. You're on your Without a Crystal Ball channel and you're going live and you've got makeup on. Let me just tell you that. Why are you lying? You're not even doing... This is makeup that looks like I'm wearing no makeup. No, it's not even that kind of makeup. You've got fucking makeup on. That's one lie there. We're only 11 seconds in. And that was the first lie. No makeup. Tried to do can you see? I've got my hair tied up, but no, it's too short. and your neck doesn't have that kind of movement.
Like, I haven't even showered. I'm literally just sitting here, and I was like, well, I want to get this done because I don't want to be online all night. I want to finish watching Lula Rich, which is what I started watching last night after I got offline. But I am just coming on here because I was like,
love it. I did a great pause. I was just going to say, isn't it summer over there or hot? She's still got that blanket wrapped around the bottom half. And she's got makeup on. My gosh. I haven't even showered. Not that that would matter because, well, maybe because you haven't got eye makeup on, but you've got permanent eyeliner and mascara on because you still haven't figured out how to remove waterproof mascara and stuff. I accidentally clicked on your TikTok, you know, the one like, I can't even remember. I have to wash my face like 37 times a day and it still doesn't come up. Like, fuck. Hello, not fresh.
this is ridiculous. And like, you know, there's this aspect of being a creator.
There's an aspect about being an adult and not making your like your shit that you go through. Don't bring that onto your personal, or not your personal, your business channel where you make your income, your sole income for your family. So you're getting no attention online on your posts, you know, fuck. 2 Twitters, same post, but then you'll screenshot that and post it again on your Instagram, not getting enough attention from anyone. I got to take this to my only channel left because, you know, I lost with Tardy. I had to delete my Katie Joy Live channel. So here we are, back talking about your shit that no one wants. You aren't tea. Your life is not tea. If you had a therapist, if you had a psychologist, you could go and see, you could talk about this with them. Stop pointing fucking fingers at everyone. Maybe it's not the people who you label as being trolls that are calling CPS. I don't know, you know, you have strangers looking after your son, nurses, right? Different ones on rotation since COVID started, you said. You know, you don't really have the same one all the time. And you share so much, Katie. Share so much. What are people meant to do? Well, don't tell people not to call CPS. Can you imagine people going, well, Katie, I've learnt from what Katie Joy said. If I see something and it makes me feel a little bit off, no, Katie Joy said, don't call CPS. And I'm not even just talking about you, Katie. If people are witnessing this in other people's children or whatever, what are you doing? Even when you play the mental health card, like in my video, when you like go, I was almost going to do this to myself. And then you get annoyed because people called a welfare check. And then you're like, what kind of idiots are you calling a welfare? Fucking human. People care for other people. That's what having feelings for other people is, Katie. People like you and Amber Portwood will never understand. I say Amber Portwood because in that instance you are. She's the only person that I know that also threatens to do stuff to try and control the situation that they have no control over. On
YouTube, where people think that they will, I mean, maybe just being a public figure, people think that they know everything about your life, right? And they know every aspect of who you are. And they believe that you're...
Tretinoin differs from other non-prescription treatments like over-the-counter retinol because it increases skin cell turnover. It helps to shed old.
Whoever they decide you are based on whatever. Where people think that they will, I mean, maybe just being a public figure, people think that they know everything about your life, right? And they know every aspect of who you are. And
Katie, remember when CPS came to your house last time and you let us know that you informed the police officer? Don't worry, I'll let them know that I'm a public figure and this is all the trolls. This is what they do to me because I'm a public figure. Wasn't it in the video? Yeah, it must have been my video that I just posted. And you were sitting in bed, you know, and your husband's like, dinner's ready. And you're like, no, I need to tell these people about my mental struggles. In that video, Katie, you were like, I'm just a small channel. I'm sorry, I don't know why that came out Godfather. Even with my hands, I did like kind of the Godfather thing. I don't like watching those movies. Why? Okay, but she's like, I'm just a tiny channel. Now she's like, but I'm a public figure. I'm a public figure and I brought all my subs. So when I know what I'm telling myself is the truth and I'm fucking famous. Katie, I'm sorry, that's your voice as well. That's you singing.
they believe that you're whoever they decide you are based on whatever someone else has said. And you guys, like, I get it.
Why did she need to shrug? Why did she need to shrug when she said, and they believe, and her body shrugged? She's very animated. I've thrown myself off with this fucking pause. What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh, damn. Can't believe you made me lose my great thought there. I keep stopping it too. So you'd think, come on, get it together.
Like, there is so much deception that happens on YouTube. There are a lot of people who lie that will have no problems lying. Trisha Paytas is one who will literally lie for sport.
It's weird. She's talking about Twitter. I don't know, like, I don't know. Trisha's more YouTube, isn't she? Or is she on Twitter? Well, I wouldn't know. But shit. The other night she did that part. Well, same in my video where she's like, it was on Twitter. He said it was true. So now if it's on Twitter, people are lying. Oh my fucking God. Which way is the fucking wind blowing? I don't think there's any wind in this room. Fuck. Look, the cactus is still under the thing.
There's a lot of really bad creators, really bad people that have platforms that use their platforms very irresponsibly. Have no problems lying. Trisha Paytas is one who will literally lie for sport. There's a lot of
I wonder why saying that caused a bit of extra saliva. She really swallows, doesn't she? Why you're saying all these people are the liars, why don't you acknowledge that you lie? Well, you don't know that you lie because you lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're telling the truth. You wouldn't even know you don't even know what the truth is, Katie. Far out. This is really hard to sort of watch your brain come up with all these excuses why it's not you. Yes, you must be angry, but maybe you should stop, think, it's something I'm doing am I giving out more information than I should be? Are people taking information that I'm showing? What are they doing with it? Why are they not, what's going on?
Really bad creators, really bad people that have platforms that use their platforms very irresponsibly. And I understand that because of that, it creates a lot of confusion. It also has created a community on this platform that believes it's their job to uncover every single lie that every single creator makes.
Do we need to watch last night's stream for context? Because I just noticed the title. How the cops were called on her. Do we need to go there? Does anyone have a timestamp? No, because that's where I was originally going to watch. But then I saw this and I'm like, well, I got lots to say when it comes to why this might have happened, which I believe, well, we all know, okay? So we all know that she lies. God, I feel like a pin just dropped because duh. When the cops came to her house, when she says about the pride flag, that wasn't about the pride flag. The cops came to her house because the neighbors made a report about her dogs barking all the time. Yeah. And instead of training them as shit, she just keeps them inside. And then so she got emotionally and upset about that, and she just wanted to take control of the situation, feed you her fucking beautiful narrative. There has to be another word for narrative. Why has she fucked the word narrative? Fuck. Unirock is to blame for that. He was like narrative central.
And unfortunately, what happens is because a few people lie, then everyone else becomes subject to that, right? So if Trisha lies, then it's going to make you less likely to believe this person.
I love how you can't even stay on the topic. So you need to go to Trisha's shit that she's going through right now to try and explain your situation. Why can't you just talk about it? Well, I guess you can't because you're at fault here, Katie. This is a consequence of what you have shared online, your inability to switch the internet off. Every time your son tells you to shut up or whatever, instead of saying, okay, I'll keep quiet, boom, get up, slam that door. That's the most parenting you do in a day. That's the most exercise. That's why you put your running shoes on. So you're quick to shut that door. In my opinion, right? In my opinion, from my view, from my singing voice, it comes in lots of tunes. And sometimes it makes a beautiful song, but never in tune. And that's just for you, not ever. God, this gone awful because it's just the non-makeup's thrown me. You still need to go lighter in the eyebrows. Can you do a dark blonde would be a good fit. Just microblading. You're the best candidate.
Telling the truth. So if you get exposed to people on this platform consistently lying all the time, some people.
Okay, so if someone reported you to CPS, because even Janelle Easton does a better job at this. Katie is just so stuck on the term lies. People lying on Twitter, what you got to do when you're surrounded by people that lie, and then they lie to other people, and those people just swallow it and believe it because, they don't have a brain. If they do have a brain, they're lying. Come on, Katie. What the fuck? This is exactly the same.
then can't figure out who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth and what's real and what's fake. So I'm not.
But you wouldn't know, Katie. From watching you for the past 3 years, there's no way that you can tell what is truth and what is false. Not from your perspective. Hell no. I mean, God, you thought that your situation was similar with James Charles. You thought the bullying from Tati. You're so full of shit. You really need a filing cabinet, a cabinet filing system for your bullshit. Maybe then you'd know which shit you've flown out and who swallowed what shit bounced back. You know, you wouldn't even know what's going on. You've created such a shitstorm that there's just pieces flying and floating around you constantly 24/7. Where's your filing system, Mrs. I've got ADHD?
Like, well, I'm frustrated, but what happened last night is ridiculous. So
should we go have a look, or is it down? Should we go have a look at that live? I'll wait for someone to tell me in the chat. But until then, I want to talk about, I know all I'm talking about, I'm not really letting you watch any of it, but she picked boogie out of her eyes, she picked her eye boogie out, and then she rolled it between her fingers and held it up like it was something that we should all praise. She held it up like, I don't know, like she was doing communion at church. I'm going to rewind that just to be gross.
lying all the time. Some people then can't figure out who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth and what's real and what's fake. So I'm not like mad. Well, I'm frustrated, but what happened last night is ridiculous. So
well, that was fucking ridiculous. And this is in fast mode. So in slow mode, that must have hovered for a long time, holding up your eye boogie. Ew. You're not even conscious here. You're just so ready to point that finger and make sure that you make sure that your audience and shit knows that they're in the wrong, that you're blaming them. I got to last 15 minutes. Okay, well, let's go have a look at last night just so we can get it, even if we don't watch it. Is she wearing the same thing? Yeah, I just want to get a picture in my head of what's going on. What's going on? Nobody knows ever. And either do I. I don't know how to use this. Whoa, okay. Is it this one? Oh, wow. What? Light coffee. What's the shirt? Light coffee and cream, but without sugar. Okay. I'm scared. I'm petrified. Oh, that's a great ad.
reason. We knew that he was involved with cars, so it could have been trafficking. There could have been human trafficking. But
oh my God. Just the fact, I can't believe she's whatever she's talking about. I did see this post on Instagram when she was talking about how, Josh was seen working at Jed's. Do they all own car yards? This is weird, isn't it? I never really saw them as a car family. like car yard people. Let me just take you for a tour down our car yard. Yeah, so, and what pissed me off is if she was a journalist, she would know not to expose the name of the car lot, but she was so happy to put it up there that she knew the name of Jed's car lot that Josh was working at. And if I got the names wrong, sorry, I'm doing my J best. Yeah, so that pissed me off when I saw that, because I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you give that, especially, like, is she even allowed to get that kind of information out in regards to basically telling people where a pedophile is and he's out there in the world free? If he was to get harmed by a civilian, Katie just gave them the map. That's just fucked. It's as bad as saying like if someone was reporting and they said the victim's name, basically. Oh, close enough.
But we also knew that HSI is a part of a task force that does child exploitation, CSAM, and we know that Josh is a pedophile. So I don't think it was a huge leap for us to assume that it was going to be related to CSAM, which it ended up being. We learned in the 2 years that what was referenced in the plea agreement day. The plea agreement day was this one, and the day before they offered resources to help your family. Yeah, how'd that work?
Do you know what fucking pisses me off? That she thinks that she's a CSA advocate. She's done more harm bringing all these fucking details to light, talking about it excessively, showing no emotion, no care, so anxious to get this fucking info out, it excites her. She's done way more damage than advocating for these fucking victims. This is what pisses me off. This is what made me... I was so upset and angry when she told everyone the name of the video that Josh downloaded, when in fact he downloaded a file where parts of that video were in, not the actual. She just took the information and expanded it into this big thing where she could sit there and talk about CSA all day, all long, on her drinking couch, getting so excited, drink after drink. Can't believe that all these people are tuning in to hear me talk and describe what these victims went through. And then she feels fucking fine posting his picture constantly on Instagram. Why bring his picture up? Like, I don't think she understands. This is going to sound bad, but I think that you need to understand this to be able to understand her disconnection. It's almost like she doesn't understand sexual pleasure. She doesn't understand what Josh was feeling when he went through this, when he was watching these videos and stuff. If she did, she herself would feel sick as an RAP survivor as well. She would feel sick even talking about him, even sharing his photo, even, you know. It's like she doesn't understand what he was doing. And sorry to put it so bluntly, maybe that's what this fucking... I'm shaking, actually. Sorry. Just angers me, because who is she to sit there and talk about this online like she just knows what she's on? Half of the information is wrong. She's talking about the downloading torrent shit. certain stuff that Josh's lawyer had brought up to try and defend him is actual true shit that's been going on. I can't even, what is is it not BitTorrent? It's not. If they use, the police use a certain torrent system, but it's been found to be faulty and so many people have gotten off because of it. But no, even the hands, the whole thing about his hands being found, she didn't even know what was going on in the fundy snarks, like on Reddit and shit, talking about how he accidentally took a photo with his mobile and it showed like him at the desk. But she's come up with this other story. And then when someone mentioned that in her Instagram comments that's been said on Douglas Now, she's like, oh yeah, like that was one of my assumptions too. But, you know, that's just assumption or speculating. No one knows what's going on. Meanwhile, you've written a whole thing about what you think's going on, saying, not stating, in my opinion, at all.
Workout, Shelly. It's ironic. And then the next day it was playing with their families. So it's what we've learned about the Duggars is Jim Bob is really good about deflecting. He's really good with damage control. He's really about nothing to see here. They're very good at trying to make you think that what you're seeing is not true, trying to make you think that the reality that you're experiencing is an actual lie. And that's what gaslighting narcissistic people do. And so for, you know, the
Okay, like I can hear V, but I just want to rewind it a bit. And when she says that's what narcissistic people do, watch her eyes. She double blinks. She got her eyes closed, but the muscle still as if she's double blinking. It's
not true, trying to make you think that the reality that you're experiencing is an actual lie. And that's what gaslighting narcissistic people do. And so for, you know, the entirety of the Duggars being on TV, there's been a lot of lies. Love watching you. Can't wait until they slam him up and lock him up. So
is that V saying be quiet? Oh, I just heard, oh my God. And he's obviously in his bedroom, which is on the other side of the wall that she's facing, and the walls are very thin. Or has she got the door open like a great mum talking about this? Why is she talking about this when her son is in the perimeter where he can pick this up and hear it? If we can hear him, pretty sure you can hear all the details and the stuff that you've been talking about. Whoa, Katie. Whoa. Maybe a good time to do a stream like this would be when he's focused on school and he's probably not going to overhear you. What does her shirt say? I like coffee and maybe 3 people. Okay. You like coffee and Adderall and the internet. Full stop.
Anna felt the accusations came because her mother-in-law told her she wasn't joyfully available. Yeah, who knows? As redeemed. These people are of just the gaslighting of lies. And right now, where we're at today, Josh is facing a ton of time behind bars and he's working for Jed. And the 2 of the girls are divided from the.
Has she been doing cliffhanger with her fingers around her collar, or is she having a reaction to the metals in her necklaces? It's a little bit red there. Wow, I love how we skip forward and we're still on the same conversation. It's like we never left.
The family and Anna has basically picked Josh over her kids. Oh.
You literally don't know that. That's an assumption. You wouldn't even know what goes on in a woman's head. You connect to no one, especially women. You don't even know what goes on in your own head.
Oh, thank you, Megan. I wasn't saying that I was, and I wasn't trying to be mob mentality. I wasn't trying to be nasty at you. I was sort of like, it was my, the haters love to say I'm a crappy mom. So I was just sort of like waiting. So, yeah, he definitely has it under control. All right. About my kid, I'm sure there will be a video and they're talking about resources that have helped them be super Christian and you know, help their family. A month after the plea deal is offered, Anna's referring to Josh as redeemed. These people are for sure being gaslight. They're gaslighting you. And yes, actually, no, my son was not yelling for me. Thank you for your concern about my kid. I'm sure there will be a video tomorrow about.
Jeez, Katie. Jeez. You have more than just a chip on your shoulder. Jeez. But I do like how your hair is finally long enough to almost do the action of bringing it round. But like I said, can we swap the sides? Because, you know, the side closest to the camera should have the most hair, just in my opinion, from this angle.
The fact that I neglected my son for 10 minutes so I could finish the stream. I appreciate every single one of you that keeps me abreast of what a crappy parent I am. I'm not saying that you're doing this. I'm just sort of laughing about how my son was yelling, and I know that the haters are going to make a video about what a crappy mom I am now. So Kathleen, thank you for your super chat. So here's the thing, you guys.
What time is it? What time is it that she did this? Because her son needs to go to sleep. We can hear him. Is this at nighttime? Yeah, because she said my stream last night. So he's probably like, can you get off live? He's probably still yelling because your soundproof egg carton shell 1 square is not doing much. Here's my little recommendation, Katie. Buy the full lot. You know, I know 1 square is great. Why don't you buy about 10? Do a big wall. Also put it in front of you. Maybe broadcast on the other side, not the wall you share with your son, because his bed's also pressed up against that wall. I don't know, just logical and shit.
We saw so much over the last few years of just the gaslighting, of lies. And right now,
Okay, so basically, so he was screaming, and that's what she's saying. People saw that last night and they called CPS. You've got to, are you pulling my leg? No, you're not pulling my leg. Are you pulling my hair? Are you pulling my layers of chains? If so, keep pulling. Break them off. Break them off. You know what just take out the one that's the square heartbeat. Yeah, take that one out. It's not meant to be there. It's not working. And yeah, you know what I'd like to see on yours, Katie? I don't recommend this for a lot of people, but you know those ones that are the love heart, but they're the lock. They're the lock. Yeah, put that on there. And then put the key next to it. Yeah. That'd be perfect for you. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Or does he? Oh, let's just get an end shot. Oh, okay. Oh, it's too close for comfort. So McDonald's, you know, at the end, is it McDonald's or Hungry Jack's?
How do you solve
it might be Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King for you guys. Is it? I don't know. Oh, we have Burger King too. I like Hungry Jack's. They have thick fries. Do you know what? From afar, I've just come back to mute myself, but from afar, it looks like Vegemite. Guys, oh my God, Australians, the stop sign thumbnail from afar looks like Vegemite. It's too much. It's way too much.
Without a trip to the dermatologist. With software, clinical strength.
Sunday, I am not wearing makeup. I am like, haven't even. And sometimes when they're really tired, and he's now young. During the time that all of this was happening.
How do you solve persistent acne without a trip to the dermatologist? With software, clinical strength skincare without the price tag.
How the hell did I just get double done by the same ad? That has never happened to me. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I will say that we were having a fun time. We were laughing, and it was like funny. I put together this timeline, which was really explaining to you guys like what the doctors were saying at the same time as this investigation was going on, the timeline of Josh's investigation. So at the very end.
How does she not have conjunctivitis now? Because, you know, she's poked that finger in both eyes now. Let's see where it travels.
Of the stream, my son came in and he like knocked on the door and he asked, he said like, "Mommy." And he's now yelling at the dogs. So I have a son, by the way, who's 8 years old and has autism. And sometimes.
First off, even if he does have autism, you don't fucking, that's not how you say it. He's autistic. He doesn't have autism. He is autistic. Learn how to fucking talk properly. If you're an advocate, you should know this. Also, was it even needed to bring up that? You can never just say, that's my son, he's 8. I love him, he's a cute little guy, you know? We have fun, we laugh. No, you've always got to say, that's my child. By the way, I'm a medically fragile mum. Don't forget that, guys, don't forget that. But I don't do anything, or the nurses do everything. But I'll happily wipe my nose and show you the medical supplies. Because that's who I am. I've always got a phone in my hand.
Sometimes he yells because, you guys, he's a kid. Shocking. I know. Kids yell and kids have temper tantrums and kids get tired and kids with autism get upset. And
oh, so it's the same spin again. I'm surprised you didn't blame the dog. It was the dog who came in. He just sounds like my son. Oh, that's right. The dog's female.
Sometimes when they're really tired and the Wi-Fi is acting up. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh my God, what did I do? Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, because when she spoke and then she's like, hold on, but she took forever to get up. because it's a chore for her to have to be a mum. Sorry, I had to be a mum for a moment. Mum duty. Where the hell is the back fucking cushion on that couch? The back, you know, why? Why? Everything is just so wrong. Is that a boomerang symbol?
Okay, sorry. The dogs were bothering my son just now. He's better now. So okay, sorry. The dogs were bothering my son just now. He's better now. So I have a kid.
Why the hell is she wearing that rug? I get it. Yeah, one of my friends is the kind of person, like, she's always got a rug on her. You know, when I see her on the couch, she's always that person, like, I need a rug, even if it's summer. But it's a bit weird. It's just so, it's just freaking me out for some reason. Plus, that almost getting up. That was a very determined. Her mind is so buzzing, in my opinion.
And the kid sometimes yells. He yells at the dogs. He yells at his iPad. He's a kid. And so at the
My gosh. It's become harder, hasn't it? You know, you used to just be able to talk and lies would just fly out and they would make sense. But now you really need to watch what you say, don't you? How is this one going to be justified? Oh, that's right, because kids yell. Yeah. At their iPad. What? I guess the iPad is the other family member or the 24-hour parent, isn't it?
very end of the live stream, he knocked on the door and he wanted me to put him to bed. And I said I would get off. And it was, you know, I wrapped it up within less than 5 minutes probably. And
look at how she's looking to the door, remembering how it all went down. This is what I said happened.
I got done, and I actually, like, I didn't want him to walk into the room because I didn't want his face on the screen.
Have you just realized that it's 2021? The first time for everything, but wow, you've had him walk in on stream many times, Katie, and those videos are still up on your channel. If you cared enough, you could go into YouTube edit and make those bits blurry. No, you don't care. Also, the amount of times that he's come in with just his nappy on, no care in the world there. Also, one time, he just came in just his underwear, and you were really focused with pulling his shirt down, bringing the attention right to what, you know, you don't think ever. And now you want to, why couldn't you just turn it off, just go, and I've got to go, guys, thanks, boom. If it was only 5 minutes left, it wasn't. It was because I just went back. I can tell you it was a good 18 minutes after that you were still yapping away. My strange friends, they become my top priority. Oh, my top priority. I almost said top Mariah. Top priority. Why do it at the hour where he needs to go to bed? He's been sitting there awake listening to you talk about pedophile shit for an hour. What the hell, man?
I try to keep him off the screen. I don't want my son on social media. And it's done. And I actually I didn't want him to walk into the room because I didn't want his face on the screen. I try to keep him off the screen. I don't want my son on social media. And
I know you tried to shake your head there, Katie. Like, I don't want him on social media. Boom. That was not, that was your body going, hold up, love. Don't shake your head like, no, that's your whole life. That's his whole life. He's almost 9. That's 9 years of documenting your son online. Can I tell you, Katie? Also, a little reminder, every article that you ever wrote about your son has at least 2 to 3 photos of him over 9 years. And you have not even tried to take down the images from Google. You have not even removed the articles. Even the Mighty, who you wrote so many articles for, and now you're against because you feel like they exploit people for, they exploit medically fragile children's parents. You still have those up, haven't even bothered to try and get those down. You've done nothing to try and remove the fucking digital footprint. Well, it's not even a footprint. It's a massive crater that you have created by exploiting your child's right to privacy. If you cared about him at all. And Unirock thinks people are just criticizing you as a family, sharing your little photos here and there about your son and his progress. No, it is beyond that, way beyond that. It's sick. What are you going to do when you can't use him for content anymore, Katie? What are you going to do? You're always like, don't talk about my son. Don't talk about my son. And then you talk about your son in the same video where you've just been telling everyone not to. And here we are again. You're making a whole stream, bringing attention to your son. Why did you need to do a live like this, Katie? Why? Why were you so eager for people? We know. Why is it so important that people see this? You know that you're further exploiting your son by talking about him? Leave the fucking kid out of it, man. He is already doomed to have a bedroom right next to you. Fucking hell. I'm shaking my head. And I'm telling you, I'm shaking my head. There's precise, definite no going on with my shaking on my head. My body's not pulling away, pulling back, going, hold up, Bill. Don't be so sure.
I try to keep him off the screen. I don't want my son on social media. And so I walked over there and I said, okay, honey, I'll be there in a second. Just go in with your daddy or something like that. I don't remember what I said. Don't quote me.
The specifics of what you said are far from anyone's mind. But hey, let's quote you on it because you're worried about that. Do you ever notice that you add detail that is not necessary, Katie? But you don't even have the brain capacity to realize that you're doing it? Again, why was this needed to be brought up? Fucking piss me off. And you're wearing that shirt? You are not a mama bear.
And then I came back down and I sat down, and then my husband and him were in the master bedroom, which is just down the hall from where I am. And I think the
Well, let's get the whole layout of your house, should we? While we're here, I mean, let's add these details. We might as well. We want to make sure that the audience really understands the true story here. Let's not just get to the point. What did you have for breakfast, Katie? That's what I want to know. Oh,
Wi-Fi wasn't working or something. Like we have a dead spot. Do any of you have a dead spot in your bedrooms?
I'll tell you what your dead spot is, Katie. Maybe you should get a different internet company. CenturyLink has never been good for you at all. Your whole life you spend yelling at other people that it's their problem. It must be their YouTube. It must be their Wi-Fi. It's not my Wi-Fi, surely not. I'm perfect. And now your son's always on his iPad. You know, there's a bit more pressure, a bit more data being used. Maybe you aren't paying for the best plan.
We do. And for some reason, sometimes our Wi-Fi can be very spotty in our bedroom because our bedroom is like on the very opposite side of where our wireless is, which is way downstairs in the basement. And
Why would you put your wireless? What is their wireless router? I don't know how it works in America. Like, that's what because in Australia we have like this broadband thing. Okay. If she got her Wi-Fi router in the basement, that's the whole fucking issue. Why isn't it upstairs? Because everyone is upstairs. You got Toad upstairs in his bass studio doing CD reviews or whatnot. You've got you up here. Your son's in his room using his iPad. Why the fuck is the Wi-Fi router down in the basement? What the fuck? I'm sure your whole house is a black spot. My God. Oh, you're so dumb, man. And I can't believe you just told us your whole, well, we already know the floor plan for your house because you still haven't taken that down either. Be blaming everyone that you got doxed with your address and shit. Well, haven't figured out what real estate site it's on, have you, Katie? All there, all the info, how much tax you pay, your mortgage, how many rooms, 4 bedrooms. Yes, 4 bedroom. Well, I guess when you need a studio each for your non-sex life.
we're on the second floor, so it's like 2 stories below. And anyways, it creates a diversion. We've at one point had an actual like second Wi-Fi upstairs. So anyways.
Why'd you get rid of that? Huh? Why did you get rid of that? And what was the point of all that? The Wi-Fi, you know, it's just too much. Katie, there's so many videos out there of V coming into your room and you're like, go off, mummy's working. Mummy can't talk, mummy's working. And then he's like, Mom. And you're like, what? Snappy. Or he'll come in, he's like, my dad's yelling at me, blah, blah, blah. And you were listening to him for 2 seconds and then you'll yell at him and tell him to go away. What the hell, man? You don't even listen to what your son says. He's just a chore. He's a chore to you. Mum duty. I can't believe that's even in your vocabulary.
The Wi-Fi was acting up, and at some point he screamed at the very, very, very end of the stream. So he screamed really loud and he threw his iPad because he was mad because the Wi-Fi was not working. And someone made a comment that
I love how she just did a little drop jaw, got her tongue in there, had a little meth jaw moment, you know. I just need to go back there. She's either
comment that in the chat who was trolling that I needed to do at the very, very, very end of the stream. So he screamed really loud and he threw his iPad because he was mad because the Wi-Fi was not working. And someone made a comment that
because you wouldn't get off. If you got off the internet, he would have been able to use the iPad for whatever he uses it to go to sleep with. You don't stream this late usually. Also, was this Sunday night? This is Monday. So it was Sunday night. Priorities. Did you really need to do that stream that night? Probably not.
in the chat who was trolling that I needed to do a better job of like, or be there for my kid or be a better mom or something. And I was like, just wait. Something now I'm going to get accused of doing something to my son because he screamed.
So because you brought up, Katie, have you ever heard of The Secret? Just out there. Have you ever heard about how you can wish something into existence? By pointing it out, by focusing on it. You are just so negative, negative, negative. You plant this seed. Oh, now I'm going to be accused. Surely I'm going to be accused now. CPS are going to, I'll expect them. I'll get up extra early and I'll open the door for them because I can expect them now. Who even says that? If it wasn't that bad, like, you know, just if what she's saying true, that he was just angry and stuff, that the Wi-Fi wasn't working, why would you even say, oh, now they're going to call CPS? Why would you even go to that extreme and say it? Yeah, that's right, Katie. That's right. You're swimming in your bullshit. Yeah. Oh, gosh. How did that sound through headphones? I feel like we should go back and watch the very end. Or should we watch it after? Should we take a break? All right, let's take a break. We'll get up, we'll walk around, we'll stretch, and then we'll come back. We'll have a look at where, because we've been over there before. It's not far. The ad in 4. So many ads, but no warning. Like, I like it when the yellow bits are there. At least you know when you can expect it. Yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll watch him throw the is he going to chuck it from the door and it's going to land on the pillow? No, it's not that kind of chucking, is it? We're not going to see any iPad throwing, are we? She really talks it up like it's an Olympic sport. But I bet we'll go. I won't even hear anything. Okay, let's take a break. I'll put some music on for you guys. I will go and I'll give my brain a little bit of a breather. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me find the pit stop music. Okay, once I press it, that's the countdown. That's where we start. Okay, we'll be back in a minute and we'll get there. I'll see you soon.
Fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dream Dream a little dreamer.
I hope you guys are all stretched out. I didn't, as usual, 4 minutes wasn't long enough when you have to try and search in silence because I didn't want to play it over the beautiful music. But I don't know. Let me see. Let me get rid of my, where is it? Because we have been here before. We kind of came here when we first started playing the other live and had a look. Let me just get rid of my face. 'Cause she likes coffee and maybe 3 people.
On, because Department of Homeland Security doesn't just show up at your house or your workplace for no good reason. It's not true. Trying to make you think that the reality that you're experiencing is an actual lie. And that's what gaslighting narcissistic people do. And so good about deflecting. He's really good with damage control. He's really about nothing to see here. They're very good at trying to don't know what's going on. They are moving the goalposts. They're making you, the gaslighting is so astonishing.
So does she just spend a whole life just like constantly saying the same words over, like all the words that she's learnt this year, all packed into one? Can't believe she's still moving the goalposts. Fuck. Can't imagine her. Well, what sport did she used to play? Didn't you used to coach netball? Can't imagine you playing netball. What position would you have played? Yeah.
You know, we saw so much for a live stream, okay? But I know you guys wanted to spend some time with my hubby. So think of some questions and that you might have for us, and we might answer them, but we might come back in a little while. And yay, come after bed, we might come back for, I wasn't trying to be mob mentality. I wasn't trying to be nasty to get my son to bed. And, you know, after bed, we might come back for a live stream. If we don't come back tonight, we will be back.
But how does their son sleep? He's in the next room. Like when they're streaming together, her and Toad, they're talking loud. I don't understand. What the far out? They have no respect for him. Or does he sleep with his headphones on? Or do they think when he's asleep he can't hear?
Tomorrow for a live stream, okay? But I know you guys wanted to spend some time with my hubby. So think of some questions and that you might have for us, and we might answer them, but we might come back in a little while. And yay, come back. Thank you guys so much for being with me tonight. And I'm going to go get my son to bed, and I will thank you. If you've got other topics that you want me to cover, if you want me to go other.
She really didn't want to press stop, you know? How dare my son make me get off and have to put him to bed? Didn't you know, Katie? It's on the roster board that it's your night. You should have known this. Wow, you know? I can't believe that you're going to come back. Yeah, so she just gave all this detail that he did all this stuff. He didn't do it. We can only hear him. So really, she's elaborated on the situation. I just want to see her end. I want to see her end face. There's no end game, but there's always an end face.
Other timelines, I'm happy to do that kind of stuff. You guys know that I like to be organized and do all that stuff for you. So if there's other things that you want to recap of, I'm happy to do that for you. I love to be as thorough as possible. All right, so to all of the new members, thank you guys for your new memberships. 15 of you joined tonight. We have 579 likes. If you have not hit the like button on the way out, please make sure that you do that. And oh, I got one last super sticker right before the end. Thank you so much for that. Thank y'all for the super. super chats tonight. And we might see you back here in a little bit. Bye, guys.
Gosh. Okay, so really not much point in coming back. It's okay. We'll just press back and we'll do this and then we'll do that and we'll go back into Vegemite land. It's the Vegemite land. Whoa, hang on.
You know,
No. I don't know. I don't know what you know, but what you know, you don't know. And I can't believe the ad's in one. What ad do you reckon it is? I'm going to go dermatology, since that seems to be where it's heading. Oh, let me finish it.
Students with ADHD save 10 hours studying with this Chrome extension.
But no, by all means.
First of all, the person who called the police lied to the police. They called CPS, I believe, or they filed a CPS report. First of all, they didn't do it in the correct county. So
let me address this, because also you just did a tweet where the cops came and they said that the report was in the different county, which was also the same county. Because remember that live where you're like, oh, Nat, she thought I lived in a different county, but no, I live in between two counties. And you told us where you lived. Yeah. Well, that's where all the other reports are filed, because now you've got a case file, Katie. Even if your case has been closed, you've got a file now, and that's where all the reports are going to be kept. Maybe because you live in between two counties, you know, that's the county they've chosen to have all this shit there. Like, fuck, are you that dumb? But now you're going to say, oh, they got the county wrong, guys. Look at this. Well, you're a leaf. Which way's the wind blowing?
made a report in the wrong county. And then in the report, they lied. They said they saw me on video physically assaulting my child.
So prior to you just telling people this, only you and the person that reported it would have known this information, but now you're telling everyone. So good, Katie. Don't you want your private shit kept private? Why would you even make this public? Oh, that's right, because you need to tell people that they're wrong. You need to tell them off, point your finger, accuse everyone. You never point that finger back at you, though. Mrs. I will share what I want when I want. I'll talk about my son when I want. But if you fucking talk about my son, how dare you? How dare you bring up all this information that I've been sharing? How dare you? Where'd you get that from? Have you Googled yourself yet, Katie? You are not a mama bear. You do not protect your son.
So I would like to know, that's what the police officer said. They said there was a video of you physically assaulting your child and verbally assaulting your child. And
I'll tell you, the police would never have said that if there wasn't a video. So there's no speculation. So this person that reported gave them the video as well. Cops would not say that, Katie. You act like you are talking to people that have no idea that we just soak up any bullshit that you say. No, some of us have actually educated in the very place, like some people out here even work for CPS. Some people out here are cops who can just fucking everything you say is not right. Why even bring this up, Katie? I'll keep saying that because I don't think you understand.
here's the trouble starter. Mob mentality is the one that started this last night, who is going to be hidden from my channel from now on. Mob mentality, if you called the police on me, shame on you. Anyways.
Shame on you, Mrs. Paulson, for having to scoop so low as to do a live on your business channel, your sole provider. This is your channel that makes the money, that pays your bills. Your whole family relies on this channel. You bringing this to light. Let's put a spotlight on this. This happened. Why? You're so fucking needy for all the wrong reasons.
Mob mentality is no longer welcome here. Okay. Mob mentality is the person that made the comment, and I don't remember what they said. It wasn't like you might need to check on your son, or it was something to the effect that like my son needed someone to check on, like I wasn't being a good parent or something. That was sort of like the implication.
Sounds like that little implication really hit hard. So much that you're still talking about it the next day. I mean, you can remember his name or the name of the user, but you can't remember what it said. Usually, the words would be scarred into your mind if they affected you that much. And it was someone, your own viewer. I thought you said it was trolls. What's going on? How come he wasn't blocked? Oh, I keep saying he. How come they weren't blocked before? How come they're not allowed to have an opinion that you don't agree with? How come you can't just correct them and say, please don't talk about me in that way or whatever, instead of just starting to build your war and block, block, block? This is why people are still left wondering, because you don't address it. You just get defensive as fuck. Why? Like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. In my opinion, Katie, from everything that you've shared, maybe stop sharing. I don't know, maybe you would learn your lesson. Tomorrow you'll share something. My son got into my phone and he did this amazing artwork. Because did you know my son likes Godzilla?
So anyone, yeah. So during the video, they said, and they told the police that I physically assaulted my child. And I'm like,
drop of the jaw again, sticking the tongue in. So it's like meth jaw, but her ego. Her ego. She had to laugh there. Stick her tongue in that little sweat. Oh, I need to.
So during the video, they said, and they told the police that I physically assaulted my child. And I'm like, I child. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I was online last night and I didn't touch my kid. I don't even know what you're talking.
Who said the video was from last night? Why would you even bring it up? Why would you even answer it like that? I didn't touch my kid. What the fuck? Also, when you looked down and you were laughing, you looked to the side. If you were fully laughing at the ridiculousness, you probably would have looked down, like closed your eyes when you laughed, because it wasn't genuine. It's all act. Because what the fuck's going on? Why are you performing? What the fuck? I'm just, what the hell? This is something that you can't force feed people to swallow, Katie. Hey? You might not see it because, in my opinion, your mind, you have an addict's mind. It blinds you to stuff that other people see so fucking clearly. Yeah. My advice to you would, can you try to go a week without drinking? Can you try and do a week of IG lives where there's no drinking? It will help you see things clearer. I don't think you understand even the tone of your son's voice. You just hear yelling and interference and it annoys you and you see him as a chore. You don't react like a mother reacts, and that makes some of us fucking concerned. I keep referring back to the video where you just sat there and continued to film while your son was screaming upstairs and your husband's yelling at him. Not only is he an autistic child, but he could go into adrenal crisis at any moment, and your husband is yelling at him. Katie, there's stuff that you can't make us fucking swallow. I'm over it. This is the same bullshit, but guess what? You still haven't clicked on that your fucking body language is delivering up the truth. You've never been good with language. You have no idea. You know when you itch your face? It often happens after you've just said a lie. And you're so easy to fall for it. Go and have a little scratchy scratch time. No idea what your eyes are doing either, do you? Wow. Do you watch them back and what do you see? Someone looking clearly straight down the barrel? Or do you see someone who's cleaning the ceiling? You go up and around and down back each wall. What's going on over there? Do you know what's happening, Katie? Your brain, in my opinion, from experience. People who are high of amphetamines, meth, get so high they can't look you in the eye. They have to be looking over you and around the room always. Can't be present in the moment. Instead of wanting to adjust your medication, you're just buzzing as fuck. That in itself, plus the wine, makes you blind to so much. And we're not allowed to bring it up. Don't you ever tell people not to call CPS. If you don't want anyone to call anything, stop sharing shit, Katie. And go and remove all of the videos that have your son in them, especially the ones on your fucking Facebook. Because questions are coming. And you're going to be crying a lot more than Wolf. Wolf, did you even get to the story? The end of the story about the boy that cries wolf? Probably not. Oh, you would have missed the point anyway. Fuck, your comprehension.
Talking about, and okay, so you have all of us as witness. We know you're a good mom. Well, thank you. And a lot. I mean, there was almost 3,000 people in the chat talking about. And okay, so you have all of us as witness. We know you're a good mom. Well, thank you. And a lot. I mean, there was almost 3,000 people in the chat last night on stream. Almost 3,000 people were in this live chat last night. So there's absolutely no way that I physically assaulted my son.
Okay, so did she explain it and I missed it? Did she, when she was explaining that the report was filed and the video, was the video referring to last night? She's such a... She's really pissed me off and we're not even far into it. I'm just like, what the... It's the same shit all the time. a little bit of heat, you know? But guess what, Katie? It's not about your son, so stop even bringing him up. Why were the police there when CPS were there? Did they request that the police escorted them to the property? That's what happens with, that used to happen with Janelle Eason, you know, because of her husband and his guns. They used to be too scared to approach by themselves. I find it weird that you took the photo of the cop. That is just weird in itself, that you needed that much. You needed to prove so much that the cops were there. But then you can add any story you want. The reason they were there, they might have just been stopping by to let you know about something that had happened in the area. And you just added this great story. Oh, I can use this, you know. Now they'll never think that when my son yells anything is to worry. I didn't even make sense then. She's throwing me off again because now I'm thinking about, because that screenshot, that picture that she took of the cop in her lounge room, why the fuck did you need to blur the background? I saw today you were like, oh, yeah, because my son was in the background. Okay, so why couldn't you crop it out? Because where your son was positioned, you could, you know, just, it would have taken way more time to blur the background. It just was so weird. Why did you need to prove that you had cops there to go with your story? So, well, I guess you brought your receipts and stuff, but who really knows what comes out of your mouth even to be the truth? Well, it is never the truth, Katie. Whatever you tell yourself is never the truth. Big drama. Got to visit. And as I said before, if we remember back to the pride flag, the cops coming to your house, that wasn't even about the pride flag. They came to your house because the neighbor, your dog's fucking barking all the time. All the time. That's why they are now indoor dogs. Fucking rescues. These dogs are rescues. Sweetie is an ex-puppy mill dog who like has jumped the fence and done a runner. Probably the most exercise she's ever had, in my opinion. These are if we want to talk about her judgment, adopting, rescuing 2 rescue dogs that are in desperate need of therapy themselves, continued therapy, 2 coonhounds, 2 hunting dogs, and then she has 4 cats. And she has to lock the cats up in her bedroom, in cages at night, because otherwise the dogs will get them. The dogs jump up on her son. They even jump up on nurses. They don't like strangers, so they don't know the different nurses coming in and out of the house, and they get aggressive. So that's why Katie keeps him in the room. The dogs, her son doesn't like the dogs. Was she really the right owner for these dogs? Is her son really her priority? Her son sleeps in her bed with her, in the master bedroom, with the cats in the cages at night and the cat's kitty litter. Tell me how many fucking bacteria and diseases you can get from cat feces. The kitty litter is in the bedroom with the son. It's fine to... You put 2 and 2 together and you're logical. Right? Janelle Eason is kind of looking quite good right now. Right? A little bit.
While I was on a live stream, while you guys were getting like a stream about the Duggars. So
I'm absolutely loving my Zero Co products. They smell amazing. They're Australian made and they...
Thank you, because of you, Vintage. My question to whoever this person is in what planet do you exist that you would literally call
Sorry, just before we get into science and planets and all that, what planet do you reckon they're on? I don't know. Any planet that she's not on is a good planet for me. What is she holding in her hand when she brings it up? Because then she swaps hands and puts it in the other one. Is it a lid? Is it what she's clicking? My brain needs to know this information. Why am I focused on this? Well, I can't fucking look at anything else, can I? Love, love, love.
Thank you, because of you, Vintage. My question to whoever this person is in what planet do you exist that you would literally call CPS and lie? You really don't understand that filing.
But if there was a video attached, like, that's what I mean. If the cops they would have looked at the video and gone, there's nothing here, there's no point going out to the person's property. Unless they looked at the, like, I just want to know, because then they didn't lie. I'm confused as usual. I'm so fucking confused.
False police reports is actually a crime. And
but again, false on who's, like, from whose point of view? You're going to say everything's false, right? So I just want to know, like, it was they actually had to come out to your house.
Okay, hold on a second.
Is this the same time she got up before? Oh, it seems like she's been gone for longer. I can't believe you just leave me here, lingering with nothing to look at. And why would you not put the cushions on the part that doesn't have the back cushion? You know, where is the brain here? Or are those ones covering up? Is there also not a couch cushion there? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, sweetie, haven't seen you in a while. Oh, yes, you're not allowed on the couch.
Okay, so it's playing with dinosaurs time downstairs, and the dogs are really rambunctious. And so I had to bring the dogs into here so that dinosaur play. Okay, so it's playing with dinosaurs time downstairs.
Hey, who was it that, like, didn't teach me, but let me go and fiddle with the settings? Because now, are you fucking regretting it? I just want to watch the whole thing in 0.5 speed. Wow. I know what I'm doing tonight. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, no, later on when I just watch everything from now on in 0.5. It's a little bit scary. Do you guys feel a little bit of horror movie feel? Yeah, I think it's the walls. What's going on with the pure light in the right-hand corner over there? And the cactus, look, the cactus is like, If only I was above the table, I could be on top of the light. But yeah. Has she got LED lights there or what's going on? Okay, we're going back. Damn, I just want to play it in slow-mo.
And the dogs are really rambunctious. And so I had to break up. I had to bring the dogs into here.
Okay, it's not just that it's slow. It's not just that it's slow, but the fact that she had to double, like, she's slower than normal. When you slow people down, she's slower than normal. Oh, have I wasted my life in fast? Well, we haven't been in fast mode for long. That's torture. I'm enjoying it way too much. I'm not listening because I tune her out. It's a survival technique. But yes, I made 2 videos on the dogs. It broke my heart. It's really bad, you know, because they're rescues, and if they actually did a check on her, usually they do a check into the people that are adopting rescues to see if the household is fit. I don't think she would have disclosed that she had 4 cats when these are 2 coonhounds that, you know, they're hunting dogs. It's in their genes. You can't really get that out of them. But also, Sweetie, ex-puppy mill, caged for, had litters when she was young, lived in a cage. Now, when Sweetie is let out to the toilet, locked onto a yard wire thing. Yeah, so she doesn't run away. So fucking sad.
So that dinosaur play that's happening downstairs could not be interrupted. So anyways, they told the police that I physically assaulted my son, and then so the police show up. They came here around noon today, and I was in the middle of.
Okay, but any normal person would not continue to bring up that I physically assaulted my son. Like, just if you're a mum, to even repeat that, you would feel nauseous that you'd even been accused of that, you know? She just is so happy to say that. It's like how she continues to say RAPE, just with no flinch or anything. I guess because with no emotion or connection to any words, they're just words.
Of a workout, and no, I don't think it's a Duggar. This is not the Duggars that are doing this.
How are you so certain? How are you so certain? Is it because the only thing you are certain about in your whole life, Katie, is that you've got trolls, that you've got these haters, that people are coming after you, and you can blame stuff on them, and you're certain that it's them that caused this? Wow. Narrow-minded. You've never given your brain the chance to think of other possibilities. And this is probably why you couldn't become a detective. Remember? You were like, when I grow up, I want to be a detective. Yeah. Researcher, detective, journalist, fucking no way. Oh, not even a Spanish teacher. What are you passionate about? Hating people, putting others down. I need to put people down. It's the only way I feel good about myself. Again, Katie, that's you singing, just so we're clear.
Contrary to popular belief, the Duggars really are not.
They did unspeakable things in that house. it's just created by that man.
That kind of people, like they just don't respond to stuff. They stay out of the fray with this kind of stuff. They're not involved.
Did your source tell you that? How do you know? One of your subscribers could just be, it could be one of them just under a different name. How do you know, Katie? How do you don't know anything. That's the reason why you act like you know everything, because you don't. You got to act all big and in control. Well, you can't control anyone, can you? You can't even control yourself. Have fun in court.
They don't have a huge digital, like they don't spend a lot of time online. So no, I don't believe it's not the Duggars. It's not been the Duggars. It's none of that. But not the Duggars. It's not been the Duggars. It's none of that. But this is like the 6th time. I don't even know. 5th, 4th. I don't even know. A bunch of times now that you guys have called the police on me. And
little bit of scratchy on her nose. Why? Oh, I don't want to torture you guys, and I'm trying to be like a normal person, you know, sit here and do normal streaming. Like, don't put it in the slow-mo and torture these people. Just move on. But some bits I really want to see in slow-mo, and so does Frida. Frida's like, are you going to put it in slow-mo, or is this going to be another live? Frida, I don't know, okay? Oh, where's Sweetie? She's not allowed on the couch when Frida's, you know where Sweetie is? She's over next to the door. That's where she feels safe.
But this is like the 6th time. I don't even know. 5th, 4th. I don't even know. A bunch of times now that you guys have called the police on me. And again, this is another lie. Like, what?
Doesn't she refer to her subscribers as like you guys when she's talking to them? So wouldn't you say, when she's not differentiating? Oh, I'm so glad that my brain was able to sort of say it. Between the two, now she's like, and you guys called the who? Are you talking to your subscribers that are watching this? Or are you talking to the trolls that you know, label, or the bad people that don't like you? Oh, okay. It's just the same shit, man. It's just the same shit. Why has she monetized this? It's not even 5 minutes. And I hate that they're invisible. It's totally like playing that game that I never understood, where it's on the PC and you got to like click different tiles to get to the other side, but there's bombs, there's hidden bombs. Yeah, I never got, but don't you place the bombs? I don't know. So yeah, it's like, where are the bombs? No even line, yeah.
What's the point of literally fabricating a story that I physically assaulted my son when there's literal of times now that you guys have called the police on me? And again, this is another lie. Like,
all of a sudden you're very itchy on your face, aren't you, Katie Grau? It's like the scratch-a-thon, all on that one side too.
what's the point of literally fabricating a story that I physically assaulted my son when there's literal video proof that I was online with you all? There's 3,000 people in the live chat with me who all of which did not witness that. I didn't.
Like, what the fuck is the point of this? To sit there and argue? Oh, I'm so confused. She's fucking, look at that fucking hand. I bet the cops weren't even like called over, like CPS. I bet it's got nothing to do with that. It's just she can't talk about the stuff that she's been talking about for the past, over 2 months, the past fucking 3 years. She can't be pointing a finger at all these people that have been harassing and stalking and sharing all those tweets, and she can't do that anymore. Her lawyers told her to shut up. I won't be talking about anything legally. So now it's someone else is attacking your family.
I didn't even raise my voice. And I'm just like, okay, it's not someone who knows me. These are people who have doxed me. So here's the thing.
No police or CPS would ever have informed you who it was. So how the fuck have you narrowed it down to these are the people that doxed you? Katie, do you know that you were fucking doxed by national, like, someone not even in this community, way out of it. Someone who came across you from the true crime world, you know, when the SL stuff went down, when you called, when you doubted a child's story and called her a brat, you got doxed for that and you've done nothing. And it's on a fucking, public doxer log online by even going, it's even spread to places in the dark web, which you still have not even accessed, and you talk about how much you know about the dark web. Fuck. That's another thing about me that just pissed me off. My brain is flooding with all the things about you right now, and I've thrown myself off track. Does it? I want to know what else she has to talk about for an hour.
There has been a group of people that have been harassing me for a long time. And this group of people feel like it's their job to protect Vaughn from me. Now, the disturbing part of what these people do is they don't want me to talk about Vaughn, but then they consistently do stuff like this where they call the cops.
And his mother continually does stuff like this where she live streams on Without a Crystal Ball YouTube channel about stuff like this that no one would know about until you shine the light on it. Why, Katie? So much blame, so ready to make sure other people know that they're in the wrong. It's never you, ever. You can put that Mama Bear shirt on and you are just so perfect.
And I'm trying to figure out in what rational world this even makes sense. Because as a mother, my job is to like protect my child, but I'm also a
Okay, that was quick. There's a but in there. To protect my child, but I'm also a YouTuber and I'm a public figure, and that's where we're going to spend the time talking about, because, you know, I don't really protect my son. I hire nurses that do all of that. protecting my son. That would be mum duty. It's not an instinct to her to protect her son. She doesn't feel anything. So there's no connection there. No, just that instinct. Why am I going back to comparison with Janelle? But like when I'm driving in my car and I have to slam on the brakes, my first instinct is to throw my arm like in front of my niece, like who's in the passenger seat, even though like, that instinct to just put, Katie wouldn't have that. She would go and save her phone from falling forward. In my opinion, I mean, this is from what we've seen. Her face doesn't register nothing to be alerted about when her son is screaming in the background. She just wants to close the door. It's a nuisance to her. She's irritated.
YouTuber that has a job, and I'm not going to quit my job because there's a group of people online that think they're.
So you've quit your job as a mum? I don't know. What did that statement say? Why did you have to say that? I'm not going to quit my job. What's that got to do with it? Unless,
their job is to protect my son from me. And the only way that they can do this is by consistently crafting lies. So I'm going to just put this out there again. If you are not a parent of a child with autism, if you don't understand autism, if you don't even understand having a kid and kids yelling, I don't know what to tell you. Every kid yells. If at this point, there's absolutely.
What's your other hand doing? Are you clicking something? Is that you that's clicking something? Because you always need to be fiddling. You are so just ready to teach everyone. Put your hands down. Stop yelling yourself. You're raising your voice like, I don't know, like you're in a room where you can't be heard. Your whole energy right now is very defensive. Why are you defensive if you've got nothing to worry about? Why would you even bring this into light? Well, you're bringing it into light because you love drama and you feed off it, and you can go to bed tonight going, oh, it's got my motor running. Because really, Katie, creating drama is better than sex for you. In my opinion, just saying, not much else going on, is there? Might as well create the shitstorm around yourself again.
Absolutely no way that what you did last night was even remotely justified. It was a flat out lie. The cop today, it was interesting. Like, I almost felt like at a moment he might tell me who it was. They were aware.
Oh my God. You don't even know who it is. And now I just can't wait how he was almost going to tell you. Oh, I'm going to lean in. Are you going to, actually, Katie, don't lean in. Oh, I don't want to watch Sweetie. Look, Sweetie's got no room, man. How's she going to fit? Those damn the damn pillows are there. Frida's not happy. Here we go.
Of some stuff that I'm dealing with legally, and they didn't give me the name. They did say that we could, I think they said we might be able to subpoena.
Oh, Frida is pissed at Sweetie. What's been going on? Remember Katie when she came back? She's like, oh, they got to come in here. I just broke them apart because they were fighting near my son or something. No, it wasn't that. But, yeah, and Sweetie jumped up on that couch and made it look easy. I was like, okay. But, yeah, Frida's like, nah, I'm out of here.
The police to get the name. because it's become such a repeated problem for them. And here's the thing, like, I'm not going to get.
Is it a problem for them or is it a problem for you? Because you can't be, you know, this is what you do, Katie. You're a voice for everyone that comes into your house. You're a voice for Lindsay. Well, Lindsay didn't come into your house, but you know what I mean? You don't, in order to push your bullshit story, you've just got to make sure that everyone knows that you know what everyone was thinking and saying. Mama Bear. Oh, gosh.
Mad at them for coming out and doing their job, because what if, like, they have to take these kinds of reports seriously, right? It's the responsibility of our public officials that work in law enforcement and CPS to protect children that are being harmed. And so when you're making a report like that, you know firsthand that what you're doing is you're going to have police coming out to the house of that child. You're sending out people.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head. I can't believe this is the same stuff. She is so eager for us to know this, for us to believe her story. Why? Would you, if you had a channel, you know, if you had a T channel and you were basically getting no contact on Twitter because all you did every day was whine about all the shit that's going on in your life, and people are trying to tune out. People are like, I've had a fucking long day. I've worked. I just want to watch some tea. I don't want all your fucking shit that you're going through that you obviously can't handle. I mean, you're 43 and you can't deal with shit. And you're rather hang out with young people and criticize families and effort. I just can't even talk because I feel like I'm repeating myself. That's all I do is repeat the same shit because that's all you do, Katie. You don't even know what's going on. You're enjoying it too much. Maybe Todd will come in and we'll do a stream later, and that will be the next time that we are close and you can flirt like your two 16-year-olds. Awkward.
That could potentially get parents in legal trouble, arrested, that could potentially have a child taken from a family. Your intentions in doing this are not pure. It's to harass.
Now you're insinuating like you know what people's intentions were, and you're elaborating and making it all negative, and how dare you? Katie, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? How you are not making it any easier for the whole system they set up, you know, to help kids. Don't make this stream would be a good one, you know, maybe. Do I really need to sit for an hour and talk about this? I need to skip ahead, but I feel like all the info is at the beginning and then you just, well, you got to start repeating it soon. Has she already restarted repeating it and I'm tuned out watching the dog?
It's to cause harm. It's to inflict pain. And it's really, really demented. If I were you,
this is so weird. If I was you, now you're going to teach people on how to report and what the fuck?
I would spend a little bit less time online. I would find a I would spend a little bit less time online, online, I would find a friend that I would spend a little bit less time online, online. I would find a friend that I could confide in. If you are involved in a group that all they do is talk about one person and your entire life exists around making everyone believe that one person is the scum of the universe, you need to find a better outlet.
Wow, man. Nah, I know that you guys are like, this is torture, but that was fucking beautiful to me. That was just beautiful. That was, hang that on the wall. Because, hey, let's make a whole channel about targeting the Duggars and Jim Bob. He's so negative. And now all I'm going to talk about is Josh, because I get my rocks off when I talk about Josh. Joshy, won't you come over here? Joshy. You know, I'm doing actions too, but they're not hand actions. Wow. If you had self-awareness, I don't know, man. I don't know how you're ever going to get self-awareness. Oh, you can't even. What was she doing the other day that she's become aware of now? Oh, the whole eating thing. Like, I hate when people eat or whatever. And she's like, it hurts my ears. Well, finally you've caught up. But shit, this is doing my head in. What can her son learn from her anyway if she has no self-awareness? He's going to grow up not knowing, well, nah, he's going to be so smart, I reckon. He's just going to see it from both worlds. Like, what not, every time something bad, like a bad choice in his life, he's going to think of his parents. He's going to be like, I don't want to end up like that.
I've said this repeatedly about this anti-KJ world. You guys have become pathetically toxic. You're an echo chamber of just lies. And
you have become a fucking echo chamber of your own self, Katie. Yeah. I see you blocking people left, right, and center still. And then, like, people are like, I can't believe you blocked me over that. Because you're just so immature. For 2 months, over 2 months, you've just, like, the amount of shit you've posted on your Twitter every day attacking people. You're the one wasting all your energy on this. You're the one that cares way too much. No one cares this much, Katie. You care enough to make a fucking hour-and-a-half stream and monetize it every 5 minutes. Choices. I would think very carefully about your choices. Haven't you learnt this? You don't learn. This is why you never get off the carousel. It goes round and round and round and round, and you're having a fucking fantastic time. Guess what, Katie? Maybe you want to Google Oblivion. Yeah, it's fucking fine and dandy, isn't it, when you're not even conscious about what's going on in reality. Whoa. You think you know what's going on? You're not even close. You're way off in Katie delusional world. Yeah, you're off on your own planet. Yeah, that's the planet, you know, that everyone else chose not to be on. Mama bear. Mama bear. Clap. When are you going to, I just want you to clap and miss.
Chaos, and you don't care about the damage that you inflict upon people. If it's not me, you end up doxing each other. If you don't dox me, you're fighting with each other. The creators that are covering me end up crying, and they're like, oh, I'm getting doxed, or I'm getting this, or I'm getting that, not acknowledging that they are.
I thought you didn't watch the videos, Katie, that others make on you. I thought you didn't watch. Oh, it's so beautiful. Because you have no idea that you just said that.
Creating and fostering and building this false narrative about me. I've said this repeatedly about this anti-KJ world. You guys have become pathetically toxic. You're an echo chamber of just lies and chaos, and you don't care about the damage that you inflict upon people. If it's not me, you end up doxing each other. If you don't dox me, you're fighting with each other. The creators that are covering me end up crying, and they're like, oh, I'm getting doxxed, or I'm getting this, or I'm getting that. Not at all acknowledging that they are creating and fostering and building this false narrative about me. And
that was bloody brilliant. That was so good. Oh, sorry, guys. I know you thought that was torture, but that was brilliant. With the hands, the non-expression on the face, the eyebrows are so high up, they got nowhere else to go. She's surprised for life. This is just brilliant. Oh, I know. We're back to fast lane, but shit, Katie. You would not feel the need to get on and make this into a stream on your channel and shit if you had self-awareness. We keep saying this. You preach all you want, but gosh, I don't know if there's hope. I don't know. The only hope I feel is me to wake you up, but it's not going to happen this way, okay? It's going to be a bit more of an awakening.
I know, my husband was with my son.
Hey, welcome to the 7-Day Revenue Challenge. This might be, by the way, one of the most important things you've ever done this year, and that is how can you create consistent revenue over the next 7 days? So here's the thing. I've surveyed all of these entrepreneurs. I mean, I help thousands of people every.
So if you're one of these channels, I don't know who or what you are. I don't know which channel was driving this. I don't know.
You don't know who it was. So you're not even in the fucking ballpark when you say that it could be a haters channel or a creators channel or the Katie hate world, whatever you have named it. How do you even know that you're in the right ballpark, Katie? Hey, do you even know what a ballpark is? I'm not sure. There's a ball and there's a park. Often, I reckon in your situation, you should put yourself in a park with a ball with your dogs. Throw that ball. Yeah, throw that ball. Let those dogs run. They probably won't come back, actually. Would you? I mean, if we're talking rational minds here, I just want to say, Mama Bear, lock them in. Lock them in and they will care.
Oh, you are welcome. But right now, I just want to share what's going on and tell you guys what's going on. And I don't want to be short with people. I don't want to start a fight with people. So many people on YouTube lie about things, and stock accounts show up pretending to be attorneys.
That's what you did, isn't it? That's what you did during the Tati, in my opinion. Why would she say that? No. unless she's referring to something that happened on Twitter. But for God's sake, man, you couldn't handle the heat during the whole Tati lawsuit, right? When people were reading the court documents. Yeah. When a sock account of Saltzy just popped up. But it wasn't acting like Saltzy, was it? No, that's not in your blood. I need to go back.
So I'm going to be turning on my members chat. If you would like to become a member, you are welcome. But right now, I just want to share what's going on and tell you guys what's going on. And I don't want to be short with people. I don't want to start a fight with people. So many people on YouTube lie about things, and sock accounts show up pretending to be attorneys. So many people on YouTube lie about things, and sock accounts show up pretending to be attorneys. I don't think we always need to keep it members only. I actually think that it's good to let my subscribers.
No, she turned members only on because she started to feel threatened, in my opinion, based on her body language and that big gulp and the big stroke of her long ponytail, that now that she's tied it up, she's moving her head around because she can see it in the monitor, and it's fucking great. Jan. Would she work like Jan? Oh my gosh. So now she's got this smirk on her face, you know, because it's the mean girl shit. It's acting above, because look at me. You might have all the words that make me feel like shit in the chat, but hey, I can turn members only on, sit straighter up in my chair, and I'll smile, because this is how I spend my nights, every day. I'm sitting here and that's all I do, and every day my chair is the same, and I wear a DIAPER in literally.
Subscribers be a part of these chats, because not everyone right now can afford membership, and I think it's just unreasonable to assume that every single person that watches can afford a couple bucks a month. So we are overwhelmed, and when we are feeling overwhelmed, sometimes things come out of our mouths that we don't mean, that we don't say, that we don't want to say. Like, there are things that he will scream and yell, and you would think that the most horrible things are happening, and yet we're doing nothing. We're literally just sitting there and he's screaming, and we don't shame him. We don't make him feel bad. We talk to him about.
We talk about him to other strangers on the internet, and they know all his information and all his diagnosis. So, you know, there's not much else we can do but just sit back and let him scream, because, you know, kids yell. Yeah. And did I let you know he's got autism? Not that he's autistic, because if I was an autism mum, I would know how to, you know, the correct terms. But yeah, I only advocate when I feel due. Plus, he has autism. He's not autistic. We don't label children by their disability, but I'll make sure when I introduce my son that you know that he's medically fragile. Okay? Yeah. And I'll continue to say his name as well. and let's just spend an hour talking about my son. Okay. And I'm gonna monetize it as well every 5 minutes. And this is my face that I'm going to use for the thumbnail. Thank you. Thank you.
About his feelings. We talked to him about, you know, the zones of his feelings. We use the zones of regulation. So if you're feeling really red zone, that would be like you're really, really angry. And what's something that you can do to help you get into your green zone? So what's a soothing technique? You know, there's some kids like deep pressure, so they like to be.
I love how she just assumes no one out there knows this stuff and Katie's going to teach us. But this is kind of stuff you would learn generally early on in his therapy. No, with his, is it occupational therapist or the people, is not occupational, but the people that help them through understanding everything. This sounds like the basics that you're probably taught in the very early stages, but your son's almost 9, so I'm pretty like, what? That's what I mean. I don't think she's ever. Why can't she sit down and watch the show Atypical with her son? It's on Netflix. Fucking amazing TV show. Fucking amazing. Inspirational. Even Max from Parenthood, one of my favorite representations, like best. He should have won. What is it over? What is like what's the trophy you get for best acting? Is it Oscar? No, because it's different when it's TV. Whatever the TV one is. So amazing. And it doesn't limit. It doesn't show the limits. It shows how the family adapts to making sure that their child gets where they need to go and beyond, that their limits they're not limited, that parents aren't speaking limited talk. Oh, me more Parenthood, right, Max? So amazing. And then Ray is also on it, the like Raymond, and he's autistic as well, and it's amazing. Anyway, she never talks about that. She has spoken about how she watched Parenthood because Lorelai from Gilmore Girls is in it. And I reckon she might have just missed the whole point about Max, but I reckon Max was probably the main character, and he made it. It was amazing to watch how the whole family works together.
Hugged. Some kids like weighted blankets. Some kids like to swing. Some kids want to go jump and run, and other kids just want to be left alone. And which is why, for the most part, if someone has an opinion about me, I don't care. It's just when you're fabricating things.
Really, Katie? You don't care? You don't care so much that you just had to shift your little top, didn't you? Is your ego a little bit jolted? Because that's not true. You care so much what other people say about you that you have to talk smack about them, correct them, your whole existence on YouTube, Katie. It's why you can't stay in your lane. It's why you copyright strike everyone. You don't understand how to be, well, anything.
And
are you 166.8 centimeters tall and 67.31 kilograms? Do you have brown eyes and 20/20 vision? Are you
lying about them? That it's another. But even then, it's not like I'm going to take steps to legally go after anyone. I only do things when I have to do things.
Really, Katie? Really? I noticed you did a little scratchy scratch, but not on your face after that.
He is being cared for. He's with him right now, too. So all I can say to you as a viewer is that if you're engaging in a community that you feel so self-righteous that it's your job, I want to say this.
No, you can't say that because you're explaining yourself. How do I explain this without it, sounding like I'm talking about myself? I really want to watch that bit in slow motion. I love it when you second guess yourself. The little turn of the head.
So all I can say to you as a viewer is that if you're engaging in a community that you feel so self-righteous that it's your job I want to say this. Okay. There's a subset of YouTube channels that purely exist to call out other YouTubers. I don't know. It's like the drama channels, the tea channels. And if you are on my channel, you know that we don't really talk about other YouTubers. Personally, I don't like cancel culture. I don't want to cancel anyone. Like I wanted the Duggars to be counting on to be off the air because of Jim Bob being paid to defend Josh in court.
It is. It's the same bullshit all the time. We know this. Do you ever just get on a live and go, okay, this is going to be my main focus. I know this is where you're coming from me, but she just goes through a whole fucking life story every time. Every time. Let's go over the same bullshit and make sure that her cult members don't forget who the main cult leader is and what's going on and who's to blame. Don't forget this. Okay. That would be a shame if you forgot what you were talking about. Love it, how she was thinking, and it just went for a little bit too long. Really enjoying tugging on those chains of hers. How many chains are there? I was going to burst out and do 2 chains. 2 chains. That's basically all he does, isn't it, before he cuts into a song and does his little 2 chains in the parlor of love. Sorry, that's not how it goes. And if you like 2 chains, that's cool as well. I dressed up as him for Halloween.
Which I think is my opinion, but I also recognize that even with counting on cancel, you cannot cancel the Duggars. Like nothing that I say or do is ever going to make the Duggars any less relevant. They're already very relevant. They're extremely relevant. They're in the news all the time. So between her and Ethan and all of that, and it's like, and I don't like Gabby Hanna and I don't like all these other people, but it's like, I also feel like, how many people need to spew out or spout out about what's happening about a situation before it's like too much for that specific creator. As creators, we should be encouraging our subscribers not to be doxing, not to be harassing, not to be trying to ruin our nemesis or the people that we don't like. Like,
my God, guys, we're just going to have to skip to the end. I just can't believe it's just the carousel of Katie feeding herself these fucking lies. If I say it enough, it will be true. And then what can anyone do? Nothing. They've just got to swallow. What if your viewers are full, Katie? Do you even give the option of, oi, hold up, we've had enough? No? You just keep galloping on? Okay.
I would never want anyone to go after someone I don't like just because I don't like them. Suits with LuLaRoe. And so I'm watching that, kind of thinking about Mary from Sister Wives and all of these influencers that still peddle these clothes. Oh yeah, she just posted on her Instagram. Check this out. My Britney videos don't perform very well because creators that cover her have told everyone that I'm a liar.
Correction, because everyone knows she's a leaf and she doesn't stand for what, she just preaches what she wants for money. What's a hot topic? Everyone saw what you said last year in your fucking videos where you were siding with Jamie Spears. Because, you wrote an article, how to gain guardianship of your medically fragile child. You've already locked it in to keep your son forever. So no wonder you sided with Jamie. So, and basically the way you talk about Britney as well, you just kind of missed the point. And also the whole point that you don't support women. By the way, Katie, Britney is a female, a strong female. She doesn't need words from a weakling like you. Stick to Duggars. Yeah. There's not enough. You don't have emotion. You're not equipped with the emotion that's needed to talk so passionately about Britney, man. You don't even, what was it? You hate Vegas? What if Britney was, in Vegas doing her show? Oh, you forgot about that, didn't you? Yeah, because you don't like music. You hate Kiss.
I saw that she's engaged. I just saw that Britney got engaged to Sam. Oh yeah, she just posted on her Instagram. Check this out.
Look at that. You like it?
I'll have to think about how I'm going to cover the Lula Rich stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you for that super chat. That was very sweet. Thank you to the new members that joined. I do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with all kinds of good stuff.
I know, it's just so weird for Sweetie to be curled up in a ball. And Frida's just, I don't know what she gives them. In my opinion, I reckon she does give them catnip, since she loves giving that to the cats. And when you give catnip to dogs, it sedates them. Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, let's bring it back to my face. It's been a while. Oh, isn't that refreshing? Oh, gosh, where have we been? What did we do? Why did we go on when we didn't really need to? Really just the beginning. And then it's just her staring at her phone. Why doesn't she have a pop socket? It shits me. That's shitting me because, yeah. And, so she's a typer with the old finger. No wonder she points a lot. I type with my thumb. And my biggest disability is when your nail breaks on your thumb that you type with. Hold up. You can't type for a whole day because it's completely different and weird. Does that happen to anyone? When you're just left with a big fat thumb because your nail decided to break? Oh, throws everything off. Let's see how chat is going. Yeah. As soon as she started talking about Britney, I was like, oh, shut up. Her name should not be near your mouth. Oh, yes, I'm happy for Britney too. I just hope that he's the right guy because you never know. You never know. She just seems very vulnerable and there's certain people out there that prey on that kind of stuff. Yes, me more, yeah, when she says she doesn't like cancelling or whatever. But her whole channel is that. Who was the people that... Was it I don't have to say their name, Stoffers? With, but lots of people. And Tati tearing her down, making sure everyone believed all Katie's lies. Oh, look at the flood of green going on, you guys. You make me want to... once I figure out, because I've got my little parody song coming, yes, I chose a great one. Well, I chose one with a bit of vocal. I might need to do it in the bathroom. I feel like the echo might carry me through, but it's just hitting that high note. Like, because I chose Wrecking Ball. Yes, I did. Oh. But don't think of that image of Katie naked on the ball. No, 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 no. Oh, God. I went there and I made you think, gosh, thank you for sticking it out, everyone that stayed with me through this. And could have made the whole thing in slow motion. Won't it be fantastic? I reckon one time I will. We'll just watch something all in slow motion. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I'd do that to me, though. I once was obsessed with Hanson back in the day. Yeah, like this is my fangirl thing. I spent like $20,000. I added it up in my head of all the stuff that I brought, my stuff that I spent on Hanson back in the day when I was young. And what was my point of bringing up that annoying story? There has to be a point. Fuck. Just brain lost it. Oh, Hanson. And you know what? I tried to show him to my niece. Same reaction. Who are these girls? What? How dare you? How dare you? Yes. And I was talking about came in like a wrecking ball. That line. I'm not fit. I'm not made out for this singing thing, this hitting the note, going high. But I'm willing to learn. Who knows? It might turn out bloody perfect. But yeah. Then I had to watch Miley singing it. Oh, yeah. Because I hated that Liam went. His name's not Wentworth, is it? No, what's his name? I don't know what people see in him, but if they come from Home and Away, I don't really give them much credit. Oh, shit. I think my favourite Aussie actor, no, I won't be able to go there. I won't be able to think. Oh, you were Danny Osmond. I remember watching a documentary on people that were into Danny Osmond. Oh, and his sister. Oops, it jumped. The chat jumped. And was it his sister? Oh. Or Donny Osmond, sorry. Was he part of the people on the bus that were the family? No. What were they called? The Partridge Family? No. Oh, and yeah, Michael Jackson fan I was too. Well, I came in at Dangerous was my first album. I still am, and don't get me started on leaving Netherlands because there's so much backstory to that. Also, backstory, if you want to look into it, the guy that made Neverland, I can't even remember what his name is, the director, but he has ties to the NAMBLA, North American Men and Boy Love Association. Yeah, you should look into that. I sound like Hugh Anon. That's what someone called me the other day. And I was like, just because there's certain stuff in the world that goes on that's so far beyond what your mind could imagine is happening, that they're going to make it a conspiracy and say these nut jobs are just pushing a story that doesn't exist. It's a good way to bury it, right? Especially when a lot of government, high-ranking officials and shit are all involved, especially when it comes to, pushing a point when the man has died. Anyway, I have a very tough stance when it comes to Michael Jackson. I love him. Oh, don't get me started. What did I just watch? Oh, yeah, I just watched Kendall Ray. Her latest was on Dee Dee Jackson, who was Michael Jackson's sister-in-law. She married Tito, and then they later got divorced, but they had 3 sons, and she ended up being murdered. And so, yeah, Kendall did her latest video on that. And I didn't even know about DD. So that was interesting. And then apparently Michael Jackson took care of the kids, you know, came in and took them away from all the media. And also, right, we all gave Michael Jackson shit for wearing masks. Look at us now. Look at us now. I remember when my Nana got her lips done, like she had something removed on her lips, like some sun cancer something, and she had to wear a mask. And I was so embarrassed when she wore her mask into Civic Video. We went to the video store to get the videos, and she's wearing a mask. I was so embarrassed. Now, hindsight, but as usual, guys, thank you. Oh my God, it's 3 hours, 3.5 hours. What? I'm going to have to timestamp this. As usual, when I timestamp it, I'll just go in, put the basics before I go to bed because it's what? Well, it's 11:30 here. So before I go to bed, I'll just the basic timestamps, but then over the next day, I'll do it more in depth. So always check back. Timestamp crew, holla, you make the right choices. But the replay crew who decide no timestamps, Cacti High 20 to you guys. And of course, everyone else, you all get cacti hugs. And if you'd like to contribute to this channel, you can by joining the Cacti contributors. That's how you get the little badge in the chat. You also get member shout outs, and tonight it was Alberta and Stella, who you're still here. That's amazing. Cacti High 10. Oh, okay, we're going to have to go above. Cacti High 25. And that one's on the side. Oh, gosh. But, yeah, so that'd be good. And also, because I probably won't get, well, yeah, because I'm kind of busy and stuff, you know, because I work 2 jobs and I am trying to do my comedy career and stuff, which I'm also procrastinating and not doing anything on my comedy channel, which thanks for everyone for already subscribing. It will come. It will come at snail pace. It will happen eventually. I'll just have to not procrastinate anymore. But yes, if you want me to react to a Katie video or any other video, just DM me, give me the timestamps. Wham, bam, thank you, Mum. Oh, thank you, Mum. Thank you, ma'am. Maybe I have to call my mum. Maybe I should stop talking. Would my mum like what I'm talking about? Probably not. Look at the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And I hope it didn't feel like I ignored you. I feel it's easier when I'm timestamping to make no sudden side street movements, because otherwise I shit myself. But we should. I'm thinking we should. Well, we should. I'm talking for you guys. Now I'm talking third person. But might do a video like Katie versus Janelle versus Farah, because she is a lot like Farah, especially when she's preaching with the hands. But then she's similar to Janelle. Like, this is what I was going to say, that screen or the photo that she uploaded of the cop in her living room. I was like, whoa, that's ringing bells from back in the Janelle days when the cops came to the land, and Janelle shared a similar photo. I know that everyone that is from that side of the fence knows what photo I'm talking about. And it's, yeah, and it's also one chin to the other. Similarities and the narcissist and the family shit and the husband that makes arts on Etsy. Can you guys start a list? Actually, I will. Be the cacti list of the century. Thank you so much. All you guys have a really good day and week until we talk again. Cacti high five. Thanks heaps, guys. Take care. Let's do this again soon. And like and subscribe. You should subscribe. Let's do it.